up.
Yes.
Trying to kill a bug or something?
No, you.
Fighting
What?
cat. Damn it!
What? What's
I think you just threw
happening?
something at your cat.
No, I think he knocked
Never.
over a spoon.
Damn it!
Ah.
I don't have pennies and dimes on my desk that I'm throwing at them.
Okay, so I think that was enough time.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I'm coming in a
Okie
little
dokie.
beleaguered.
Who wants the recap?
Not me.
Who remembers anything?
I remember things, but I ain't got the energy.
It's fucking Vizon lost money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of his money.
Yes. You
I
all
remember.
arrived
All 3K.
in the city of rainbows. Begging Miss.
Oh yeah, I forgot this is the city of rainbows.
Right.
You arrived to the
Sparkly.
city. All of you, you know, with a smile and a how you do, which for some of you was kind of shocking.
Mm-hmm.
But as you wandered through the city, you learned there was I knew Queen to be. So you know, everything seemed lively.
The queen to be was the one who rallied the people to kill the dragon.
Yep.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
Mhm.
Which they rallied and they killed the dragon.
Uh-huh.
So
Mhm.
as you discovered, you were essentially here to hunt down the remaining of her brood.
Right.
Which
Though
one's
no one
gonna-
has actually been able to see them, there's quite a few people here to do such things,
Mm.
being as, you know, killing a dragon brings a lot of glory. But on your way to the inn where you were to be informed of how this was to go,
Uh-huh.
you ran into a group of young adventurers, we'll call them. At which point they robbed one of your members of enough money to
Fund a
fund a
small country.
war, essentially.
Yeah.
Start their own country.
Yes.
Pretty
Well,
much.
almost. Not quite that amount, but yeah,
I mean, they
close.
still have two of us, yeah.
They could build a small village happily.
Yeah. Which comes to the point, where is everybody's money? Because
But
a majority of mine is back on the ship.
I still have mine.
That doesn't shock me.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Majority of mine is also on the ship.
though, your friendly neighborhood assassin followed them, discovered they were in a cave that was both physically and magically warded. Turned and told you of this.
Uh-huh.
At which point you had all gathered around to
Go to the
discuss
Red
what you were
Baron.
going to do next.
Right, and that was the point where we were talking about, like, getting information and where we can get more information about things, right?
Was it in
Yeah.
game or in like?
No, that was in game.
No.
Yeah.
Essentially,
What
you
I
guys
was
came to
about
the
to
conclusion.
ask was it in game that we came to the conclusion that the kids were probably the dragon kids?
That was out.
No, that was out of character.
That's what I was wondering
We have nothing
about.
to go on for that. We
That's what
all
I was wondering
suspect it
about.
out of character, but
Yeah.
we have nothing in character to suggest that.
Right.
Our characters don't know shit.
That's what I wanted to
Yeah.
remember. Thank you.
Yeah.
Always be under the assumption your characters
I don't think only yeah, I don't think any of you would be knowledgeable enough in dragon lore to
Right.
Yeah.
even be able to
Infer.
deduce that. Yeah.
Correct.
Nope.
Or
Moogie.
Hawk hasn't seen a dragon. Nuts.
Looks at our lizard friend.
It's not a dragon.
He can be if he wants to
help
be.
you?
Are you a dragon?
He turns to you, can I help you?
Are you a dragon?
Are you a dragon?
Do I look like I have wings?
Do all dragons have wings?
so that being said, you do
Yes.
remember.
That's what makes them dragons. If they weren't, if they didn't have the wings, then they would be drakes.
Anyway, you were saying, Fluffy?
Remember, you was a thing.
Yeah. Our extra smart wizard.
Yeah.
Blech.
Yeah, I remember he
Sometimes
was a thing.
Who specifically studies dragons.
Uh huh.
I mean, I didn't know that, so.
I mean, we slept through half of
As
his
far
presentation.
as we know, he studied stars.
No, he talked a lot about draconic ruins.
We slept through half of his presentation.
remember
Remember?
Oh yeah. 'Cause remember he was showing you all the magical
PowerPoints
incantations
and,
and
you
stuff.
know.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I need to make a note of that because Neil forgot.
Right. Yeah. And half of us were just.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Well, he's very much old school to your new school. Is the
Mhm.
big thing.
Mm-hmm,
Draconic magic being one of the most ancient.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Like I have to listen to villain to get into character. Hold on.
And you know that he wandered his way, as far as you can infer into
Yeah.
the wizarding school.
Mm-hmm.
Hogwarts?
Yep. That's how you learn how to become a
Sure.
lich.
Let's call it Hogwarts.
Hogwarts.
Definitely a Hogwarts.
Definitely
wizarding
Hogwarts.
school.
City of Magic.
No, actually, it's Beaubaton.
Mm,
It's an all-girls magic school.
Even better.
I can see it.
You went there.
Come on, with the name of City of Rainbows, whatever. It
tracks.
kind of makes sense.
Good enough for me.
Eddie.
Okay. That took me way longer than it should have to write one sentence.
So probably
All
normal
right.
speed. Okay.
Yeah, I'm 100% normal speed. I am mortal for the moment.
That's saying something. 'Cause
It
normally you're-
sucks. Never again the pasta sauce. Never again.
Yeah. Next time,
Immortality.
toss it
That's
out
what
if
I'll
it's
say.
expired.
Well, the thing is, it was in the fridge. Okay, we need to focus.
Label it.
What are we doing?
We wanted to go to 2 different places, as I recall.
That's right. I
Yes.
think
Yes.
Nissan
Those
/ Oz wanted to go where the dragons were and go hunting.
Yeah.
I forgot
Okay.
what everybody else wanted to do.
I think my character wanted to go poke around, see what library or common public area that has information about history.
Yeah.
Because he's not super knowledgeable about the histories of the world, so he'd want to brush up on the local lore. Yeah,
I
which
don't.
I don't think I actually said out loud before. Huh?
You implied that you wanted to do the look up stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Well,
Because you
Bah.
asked about the library and we're all like, well, what information can we really get? What would be
Yeah.
open to the public? I don't remember actually saying much because I missed the beginning half of the conversation because I was
Yeah,
gone.
it's fine.
No, I mean I
Yeah.
don't think Valia had a plan for what she wanted to do.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think she agreed though about the information, so I'm gonna go with that.
Okay.
Sean would be gathering information throughout the town.
Oh
What
yeah,
would
we sent
Cabbage be
Gershon.
doing?
We're like, Gershon should do this. That's what we said.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, it's a very Grishon thing to do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Meanwhile, no one
Apparently,
knows
he
it's
took
happening.
cabbage with him.
Yeah, what do we
No.
what do we do with Cabbage?
What?
What happened? to
While
Cabbage?
you guys were discussing, Cabbage just wandered off.
Oh,
Yeah, that
That
tracks.
tracks.
Seemingly, like anyone that noticed would have just kind of been like, "Oh,
and remove
try
from the
doing
board.
something."
It do make sense.
So
Okay.
you turn around and cabbage is gone.
Oh, let her wander. It's fine.
I know where. I got a feeling I know where she's going. Or what she's going after at least.
Probably a department where underwear's
Oh
sell.
yeah, 100%.
Yep. All right.
Oh yeah.
What is a department store?
Well, either she comes back or we find her in jail. That's the only 2 outcomes from that. And she'll probably be fine in jail for a little bit.
Either one wouldn't surprise me at this point.
Hmm. So, where exactly can we find a town map, a cry of some sort that we can get directions from?
What about anybody in here? You don't think they would have some information in here?
Eh.
I mean, always, yeah, I just ask
Oh
at the
yeah,
front desk.
y'all talked to the barkeeper spell, right?
At the other one or?
I came in a little bit late, but it looked like you were at the tail end of my conversation. It seemed.
Right.
I forgot my dice tray. Be back.
Okay. Right. So the sleeping princess was not very helpful at all. I couldn't really
No,
find any information from them.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Hmm. So where exactly would we go to find more information? Where's a common space? Do you think?
I mean, there's the
Hmm.
market, but
Yeah, there is
that
the
could be
Market's
a
market.
actually a
little.
pretty good spot. If you just stay there and listen a while, you might actually learn a few things just from a hearsay.
And
This is true.
since telling from the way the town kind of is, there's probably a bard or something.
Probably a couple.
Place this big, there's 100% a couple.
DM, what time of day is it?
It would probably, with you guys sailing in, you probably would have tried to get into dock around like late morning. So it'd probably be like mid afternoon after everything's said and done.
Mm-hmm.
Day of the week? If we even know that.
I need the exact time of day,
No,
day of the
because
week, the
the
temperature.
my reasoning is because depending on the time of day, there might be like a festival of some kind or like a night event.
That's smart,
Well,
actually.
like I said, there is a soon to be wedding, so there's quite a few people
Okay,
that
so
are
they're
out
present.
of town there, but it's definitely like a festive sort of time.
Yeah.
Plus the whole dragon thing, so
So
there's
yeah,
a lot of out of towners,
nothing
quote unquote out of
happened
towners.
yet, but it's like a hustle and bustle before the fair.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Well, probably means the market's going to be quite busy, so might as well head there.
Yeah,
Maybe
seems like
even
the
buy a
best place
couple
to
of things
start,
if we
at
see
least.
something nice.
Sounds good to me.
Maybe we can just ask somebody where we can find more like concrete information too.
True enough. Okay.
Yep,
So,
we head to the market.
I guess so.
Okey-doke.
Oh, moved us all at once. That's crazy.
The powers of the DM. Ooh.
isn't it
Oh,
just cut and paste?
do be magical.
Your monk is concentrated in thought about where his massive amounts of gold have gone.
Concentrating thought and inside his head. Fuck!
Yep,
It's
there you go.
just a whole bunch of screaming.
No, 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 no. You see, what happened is you guys were like, your gold's gone, and then that meme picture with the old lady doing math problems in her head. That's him trying to figure out what the hell I need gold for.
Like,
T.
it's true.
Wait,
You do know
Wait a minute.
it does transfer into tea. Without money, you cannot buy tea
Hmm.
or tea accessories.
Or T accessory. Yeah, new teapot you even want. You ain't getting it, buddy.
Cocaine accessories.
And you're in a town with lots of fancy teapots.
Don't you tell him this.
Aren't you in a tea shortage also?
Don't you dare tell him these
Oh
things.
yeah, you're actually
It's
starting
true.
to
He's
grow,
in
aren't
tea
you?
shortage too.
Yeah, you're out.
Don't
Almost.
don't remind him of these things.
As we're walking down the market. Hey, Hawk goes.
So as we're leaving, hey, Stretch Armstrong, you gonna come along? I can spot you if you need to get some tea.
I like that name.
T. Wait a minute.
Oh no.
You need I have somewhere I must be.
What do you oh. Oh, don't tell me.
Yeah, no.
When did this happen?
Right.
You mentioned
so,
tea. That's really it.
Yeah. Also, before you walked up with us,
His money got he got pickpocketed.
How much was he carrying on him?
All of it.
What? He face palms.
Wait, you're telling me you don't carry all your money with you?
No.
I have all my money with me.
Talk
Listen,
also face palms.
you need to spread that stuff out right now. Like, you need to keep some in, like, 4 different locations.
Nissan looks around.
I didn't go that far, but I still
Where?
didn't it all with me.
Listen, depending on how much you have on you, you need to store some elsewhere, just in case someone finds your first stash.
I'm so it's fucking what the fuck?
Wide Gresham, like.
I need to put Goshan in every area that Goshan.
Now move him to the back. There it is.
He is the
Garchon is
city.
the town.
These are all the areas Goshan is currently
Wide Gresham.
working on.
Oh, by the way, Fluffy, just for actually no, this is more a gift to everyone. For my headcanon for the town, there's just random multicolored bubbles just floating all over
Oh
the
yeah,
place.
it's probably like I said, like it's a town built on magic, and it's
Yeah.
because of the wizard and might. Like everything's it's beautifully sculpted. There's like
Yeah.
things where it's like definitely being kept up by magic, like fountains where like water is just
There's
appearing.
glitter embedded into the ground.
Yeah,
Ah,
It's that-
okay,
it's
this is like fairy tale level stuff.
yeah, it's very much like a hey, look at us, we're so fancy with our magic
God,
Yeah.
I
sort
Got
of
it.
place.
Hawk
No,
is
and
our
now they're
monologue.
flaunting
I
it,
hate this
gross.
fucking place.
Yeah,
Hawk does not like
see,
it here.
I enjoy my kind of magic, but yeah, this isn't my kind of thing.
It's not so bad.
I much
Their
prefer
color scheme's a little
arrows.
bit to be desired, but for the most
I
part,
actually really
this
like
place
it here.
is steeped in magic. You can just feel it in the air. Whew.
A little too
Powerful
much.
stuff.
Somehow both of you enjoying this is that makes a lot more sense.
Oh, don't get me wrong, it's not exactly my aesthetic, but this is a very potent place.
Magically, sure.
I'm feeling it's a little too potent, though.
It depends on what you're trying to accomplish.
Something really
fair.
fishy about this place.
The Garchon thing is fucking
Oh,
distracting as fuck.
never trust a pretty face. No matter how appealing it looks, you do not know what is behind it.
I just moved on my map, and then huge Gresham.
Yeah, it's every area Goshan is currently investigating.
I hate you.
Which is everywhere.
Everyone's
Except the
within the
forest.
city.
So, what happened there?
I love it.
I know where cabbage is. You guys wouldn't know where cabbage is.
Okay,
You're
I was
putting
about to say, is she
cabbage in the nether.
investigating like the void?
Yeah, it's
Pretty
more
much
or
at
less.
this point.
I know where cabbage is.
Okay.
I discussed this with Wendy, but I know where cabbage is. I
Oh,
don't
so she
really
actually
have
made
a
plans. Cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like that.
well, we made plans, and then she's like, "I'm not gonna be here." I'm like, "That works in my favor."
All
but-
right, to the market.
You guys kind of make your way down to the market. It's it's mid-afternoon. You see a lot of people there. It's just shopping for local goods because of the festivities. There's a lot of different like craftsmen out. So you see exotic, quote unquote exotic goods of like handmade statues and little toys and uh porcelain and those sorts of things.
So, to save a lot of time, can I just roll an investigation check and see what turns up?
Yeah. Yeah. Just tell me what you're looking for, I guess, in particular.
Yeah,
You're mostly looking for like knowledge and
Yeah,
information and such.
more information, but if there's any interesting like trinkets of my profession,
Okay.
then yeah, I would very much like to peruse those.
Okay. Yeah, give me Give me both a perception and an investigation check.
Which
You
one
guys
is
can do this
first?
as a group. Whoever wants to do it, you can do it with
Which one is
advantage.
first?
Or
Perception or
I would do perception first. Perception
okay?
would be for information kind of pertinent to what you're looking for. Okay,
Okay,
dragon,
so
queen, that sort of information.
I'll
Nissan's
help
gonna.
with
Investigation,
those.
investigation
for-
is you personally. Perception, perception is
I'll
everything.
help with perception.
Yeah,
help with
no.
I
investigation.
don't really need help on perception because I got a non-natural 20. So I got a
Okay.
16 and my bonus popped it up.
I'll help with investigation.
Yeah, okay.
let me
Well,
check.
investigation is like him personally.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
personal.
sorry.
investigation is
'Cause that's-
personalized.
Yeah, like he's looking for things for himself.
Yeah,
What was the
you
other
would
one
not
you said?
know what tools or
Perception,
like things I
investigation.
would need for artificer stuff.
So, and we're doing perception for like the dragon stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, dragon, queen.
Okay, I can't.
It's kind of anything out of the ordinary
I'll roll
is
that.
essentially
Yeah.
what.
I'll still roll for it because I already started rolling the dice.
Oh, okay.
Go
Yeah, I'll
ahead.
do it then.
I'll investigate.
Okay, I'm gonna put my
Huh.
investigation roll into.
Also a
the-
non-natural 20.
Ooh,
You have
oh, we're
advantage,
doing
though.
good tonight.
Do I get advantage? Okay.
It's whoever was doing it got advantage. Only one
Oh,
person
yeah.
rolling.
Cool.
Yeah, still non-natural 20.
So as far as like listening for important information, a lot of it is just kind of talk and chatter. You hear a little bit about the dragons and kind of people just kind of wondering what happened because they were kind of like, oh, we were kind of friendly, and one of the things that does stick out to you is a lot of like communication about like, oh, didn't this person see the dragon? And then people like, yeah, they're you know currently heading towards this city or that. So it almost sounds like anyone that has made contact with the dragon seems to be quote unquote out of town
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
or
Okay.
or everyone has been told that they are out of town
All right. I,
in some way or another.
I did some investigation. I rolled a 14.
Yeah, I put my number
What were you
in
investigating?
the thing.
Yeah, what were you looking for?
Well, I was asking more about dragon information, like where we can find these
The
dragons.
perception was for the dragon fishing. The
Oh.
investigation was personally him looking for things for his craft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for like crafting armor,
He had a personal goal with that.
weapons, like magic.
Like if
artificer stuff.
anyone can roll an investigation check if they're looking for something in particular. Like Vyzen, if he was looking specifically for tea and tea accessories, could roll for tea and tea accessories.
Right.
Or
Yeah, perception is one of those like generalized things where like you don't know what you're looking for, you're just keeping an eye out or an ear
Right.
out.
Okay. So then.
Investigation is specifically looking for one thing,
Right.
like the hidden door to the passageway.
it's
or
more or
stuff
less
that.
like information versus item.
Okay, then Nissan was
Essentially.
looking for a map.
Ooh.
Like a
Okay.
city map or like an area map.
Either one. I rolled a 14.
Okay. But so a lot of the talk is currently about the new soon to be queen, and it's a lot of, oh, I heard that the king rescued her from a small village out in the country, or I heard that all her people were attacked by goblins, or it's a lot of conflicting stories of how they met. But it's like, oh, you come to the conclusion it was like love at first sight sort of thing, and that his past wife had only recently died. It was very much like she died. Month or two later, he meets this new woman.
Out of character, I sent Ari the picture of the giant Greyshawn, and she's currently wheezing.
Well played.
Oh.
He is the map.
Yeah, regarding that information, I'm gonna wait. Who's next to me? Because I think we spread out. Did we spread out?
To the
I
board.
would assume
I'm
you
close.
kind of all kind of would have spread out just because like a large group is gonna gather attention, especially
we've been
well-armed
Yeah,
group,
exactly.
and you're kind of all looking for your own personal things. And then you got what? Yeah, 15 or 14.
I rolled a
Yeah,
14.
15, 14.
Okay, so 15. For what if you're looking for what I think you're looking for? Uh, a lot of what you run into is a small animal,
Okay.
but there's a few places kind of like a lot of it seems to be for what you're looking for in particular is a lot of back alley.
Hmm. Okay.
And you can kind of based upon 'cause what's your passive perception?
Passive perception?
Mm-hmm.
14.
14.
Yeah, it's lower.
I'd be relatively okay. I mean, there's a few people that definitely stand out, and you're kind of like, okay, maybe if it's less crowded, I might be able to follow these sorts of people to what I'm looking for.
Okay. Kind of
But
like
with
yeah, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay.
yeah, it's like there's definitely people that stand out to you of like they will have what you need, but in a crowd, especially like mid afternoon, a lot of people, it's kind of hard to kind of follow even with your height.
Yeah, yeah, because I kind of loom over most
Yeah.
people.
And it's also one of those things where it's like you're unless you're just being like upfront about this, s- like you're definitely while people are polite to you, you definitely stand out.
Oh yeah, of
You,
course.
Of
you do
course.
not you do not see actually you probably wouldn't see any other lizard folk in this sort of
Yeah, I'm
environment.
kind of an exception to a rule.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think many of
So,
them would be found here.
okay, we'll get back to that.
Yeah. As far as the maps go, you find lots of places sell on maps. You're not 100% sure which ones are actual maps and which ones are just
huh.
people from out of town that have made maps, but there's lots of maps.
Okay.
I made this for you.
I highly doubt that.
He's
But
just
I
like
mean,
making crayons and like a
a
piece of
lot
bark.
of them,
Right.
just kind of glancing over them, you can kind of get the feeling that it's essentially built around this. Uh, uh, Most of the city itself is built around the three pinnacles, which are the Bard School, the castle, and the Wizarding School. So
Ooh.
everything kind of leads to them as far as you have the shopping area where you're at now, then you have all the inns and the bars, and it's definitely a place where they have a lot of foot traffic of people coming in and out. So it's
Mm-hmm.
a what's the term I'm thinking of? It's a city that is run off of, you know, this sort of trading of goods.
Right.
Oh, so it's like a
Okay.
merchant city.
Yeah,
Very much seems that way.
a specific
Yeah.
term for it, but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah,
But
me neither.
Hawk,
I'm yeah.
Hawk is actually doing an investigation check as well for he wants to find a store selling potions.
Ooh. Yeah.
okay,
So,
um,
well,
are you just kind of looking for it, or are
no,
you
no
asking
investigation
around?
check.
Okay,
19.
19. Kind of looking around, you wouldn't see anyone selling potions.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you also see a lot of uh they appear to be like young students in like fancy robes that appear to be buying like ingredients.
Okay.
And you get the feeling that a lot of magical goods would be more made at the schools,
Okay. Makes sense.
and
Okay.
that this main area is more for like the non-magical such things. Like I said, a lot of what you're seeing is trade goods,
Right.
more or less. Like, and you kind of would have got this feeling, like I said, because this place is built mostly on magic. You're not seeing a lot of like blacksmiths or those sorts of things,
Mm-hmm.
though they're there. Most of what you're seeing, because you see a lot of main shops, most of what you're seeing is very much like, hey, we make armor, but it's like fancy armor, very
Oh, I
much
was about to say like
cosmetics.
from my experience with real life blacksmiths, they mostly make like horseshoes and like really like mundane stuff because it's
Yeah.
not
Oh
every
yeah.
day that they commission for something super
No,
grand.
no, no. Yeah. Like, yeah. And in this city, it's mostly like, yeah, you'll see people that are working with like chainmail, but it's very much like this is something you'd wear to kind of show off
It's ceremonial.
to your friend. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all
Mm.
ceremonial. Most of it, especially as like a fighter, you're like that wouldn't hold up in actual combat.
Everything in this town is fake.
Yeah, then
Exactly.
Nissan out
Yeah.
here like, none of this would be good in actual fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate this
I think
place.
all of us are under that assumption at this point.
Yep.
Oh god. Okay.
What?
Yeah, that kind of answers my next question. I was gonna ask for more metallurgical or like alloy type stuff, but you just answered that for me, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna gather up with the rest of them.
Yeah. Like I said, you kind of all. Is anyone else looking for anything in particular that they would kind of be looking around for?
Mm, I
No.
guess not.
Oh,
I was,
Wait.
I was actually, I was expecting you to yell T.
Yeah.
No.
it's not the right key.
T comes later. Ryzen understands that he does not have the money for T currently.
You
I-
do realize you have people in your party who could spot you.
Yeah, like my character's legit offered to spot you.
Joke's on you. Why would Ryzen need you to spot him? He's the captain. Your money is his.
Wow.
But yeah,
Uh,
Dude,
my
good thing
dead
that
body.
conversation didn't happen.
My god.
yes,
Time for music, boys.
and you also just kind of in passing, you see a lot of kind of, I said, young students of both the bard and the wizarding
We'll be
school
right back
kind
real
of just
quick.
out
Okay.
talking about their schools and trying to be like, hey,
Yeah.
you should come join
So,
us.
so that was like the next question I was gonna ask. Do we have a sense of what kind of schools these are? Like they're bard and like wizarding schools, but like there's schools within schools for each.
you I guess it'd come down to how much your character knows about, because like you would be the only one that would know anything about the magics other than
Yeah.
Volley. Volley might know too. Is anyone? I guess I should ask. Is anyone proficient in Arcana?
Yes.
Kinda.
Yes.
No, actually,
Really?
No, but I have advantage in
So,
it for some reason.
I don't get the
Huh?
option to be a proficient in Arcana.
I
That's
am
weird.
proficient in Arcana.
Oh, right. You're
apparently.
not that type of cleric,
and
right?
anyone proficient in Arcana would probably be able to tell that
Yeah.
it's the Bard School is a college of glamour.
That honestly
Whoa.
tracks.
And that
All
the
bard schools. I dislike that one the most.
yep. And
Ugh.
the wizarding school would mostly focus, it's kind of a mixed bag. A lot of it's like enchantment, illusions. You get that they mainly focus on, yet again, kind of the making and crafting of things and making things look pretty, and you wouldn't hear much about the more battle hardened side of things.
Where the
Got it.
Definitely wouldn't hear anything about necromancy.
Got it.
Did I
Well,
hear necromancy?
yep.
Who do I need to kill?
That was the only thing you heard.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So mostly like conjuration, enchantment.
Yeah,
illusion.
the enchantment bit kind of perks up his non-existent ears, too. So it's just like, okay, that's might be something, maybe. So yeah, this is gonna go well. So I'm gonna walk over to one of the wizard students.
Hello
Hello there.
there.
Can you point me in the direction of your school? I'm of the enchanting variety as well, and I wanted to brush up on the local techniques.
I'm back. Thank you.
Yes. Do you have your magic license on you?
There's a license that is required. I did
To
not
get
know
into
this.
the school, yes.
Where might I acquire such a thing?
Um. Well, most people apply for them.
Ah,
Uh,
I'm
but I
expecting that's
guess.
going to be a lengthy process.
Well, I mean, if you can, I think kind of like it's still like hesitant, but like you can definitely see like a glimmer of hey, can talk about magic in their eyes.
Mhm.
Oh,
At this point,
I-
my steel defender girl like walks up next to me.
And that kind of surprisingly that makes them kind of go, okay, they're legit.
You pass.
Haha.
And she kind of looks at the steel defender and kind of goes, well, I guess if you can prove to them that you're a capable enough caster, uh, they can probably expedite the process.
All right. Where might I go for such a thing then?
Oh, just the main building by the castle. She kind of points, and you kind of see this huge building. And again, it's got like floating spires to it, and different chunks are kind of just floating around it. Though
All right.
with your trained out, you could probably tell most of it's for show, and you're like most of it
Oh yeah, no, it's
probably
just
doesn't
like,
actually
all right,
accomplish
okay,
anything.
sure.
I was- I feel like
Like that
most of
is
this is
completely
like
a
that.
waste of energy right there.
Yep,
I'm like,
but it
all
looks
right.
pretty.
Thank you kindly. I'll be on my way now. I saunter back over to the other group.
Well, actually, I do want to keep an eye out for something. I want to see if there's any like thing that sells like any magical accessories.
Ooh.
Like major or minor?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yet again, I would well in both cases. Your
I can,
best
I'm
bet
willing.
would
I'm willing to do 2 rolls.
your best bet is the wizarding school for those sorts of things. Like I said, you'd see like
Yeah.
very minorly enchanted things like, hey, this is a ring and it changes colors. Like out in the
Okay.
main area, like that level.
Oh, it's
I
one of
love.
those like mood rings.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're like, this is
I
very
love your
much
answer though. It's like major or minor. The answer was the same regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
well, it kind of also directs you in which place because the bard school would also have like the wizarding school would definitely be more of like this is useful to you in things other than looking pretty. Well, you could probably get whatever information you needed for
Yeah.
pretty things from the bard school.
Yeah, this town is fake. Like
Yeah.
that is their shtick.
Very.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's a very pretty city as long as you don't look underneath.
Which
Got pretty
we
face,
love to
lots of
do.
makeup.
Mm-hmm. I already called that one out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is.
Okay,
Uh,
so go over them. All right, so it seems like most of the real stuff, not the whatever this is located mostly at the magical school. It seems to be more of a enchantment, illusion-based stuff, but enchantment seems to be well real, and you need to get in via a test of some kind.
Mm.
So I'll probably be making it in. I'm not sure about the rest of you with the non-magic stuff you have.
Well, I happen to me and Garrison happen to be very well, I happen to be very well versed in magic. Garrison, on the other hand, fairly new.
Okay, all right.
I know enough to be dangerous.
And
Out of
Valia
curiosity, what school
or
do you mostly
Annihilus.
know?
Uh,
Because I don't think necrotic stuff is gonna go well here, depending on who you ask, of course. But generally, as a rule, it seems they're more about the positive side of magic.
yeah, I don't think our blood magic is gonna fly here.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
But it's magic nonetheless.
True
Not
enough.
magic they're interested in.
But there is a certain stigma for certain schools.
That is fair. Then again, the magic I was doing prior probably wouldn't be accepted much either.
Well, it depends. But yeah. All right. So
It's
how
hard
about
to
you,
say what would.
sister?
It's hard to
You
say what would pass.
you
I feel like you
what
would
kind of
pass
spells you got?
Valia.
Repeat that, Neil.
Oh. What kind of spells you slinging around? More of the upbeat kind, like the wanton, it seems.
Well, the distinct possibility. I'm more in the holy and fire related magical abilities, but yes.
Right, right. But they're probably not going to turn sideways to someone that can heal you.
You would. Maybe, but it's
We'll
not.
see.
These aren't exactly clerics colleges now, are they?
True enough.
That
DM, that's actually a
that
good point. Did
that
we
being
see
said,
any?
that being said, I touch something on me and I cast light. I can still pass for something else very easily.
Well, hopefully you won't have to pass
There
off
it
too much.
is.
And I dispel my cantrip.
DM, you there?
Yeah.
All right.
I need to take out the trash
quick-
can quickly before it rains.
Yeah, yeah, I know that feeling. While we were walking through the town, did we see any like churches or anything religious based, like at
Nope.
all?
Not
Really?
really. I mean, there's definitely people there that you like that like have certain ornaments about them, but you see no main facilities.
Huh.
It is very much a practical city of magic.
Yeah, so their dedication and focus is more on the arcane than it is the divine.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay.
For the few that we did see, could I tell what like gods they were worshiping?
It's mostly like the main lawful good gods.
So like Bahamut and stuff.
Yeah, very much like the gods that are like, hey, we
Actually,
are good
Bahamut would make
people.
a lot of sense here because Bahamut is a dragon god. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
I feel his worship may have been outlawed though.
Hmm.
That feels very on point for the city.
Hmm. Let's see what's happening.
We'll see.
Anyways, so it seems like I'm gonna have no problem getting in, probably. But
Yeah,
There's a
the
very
rest of you
possibility.
might be having a little bit hard of a time. So I'm gonna keep an
We need a
eye out for
plan B.
anything if I get in.
We need a plan B.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't need a strong arm this. Just send an envoy, as it were.
No, not strong arm. Just a backup plan for someplace else we could look.
Ah, okay.
I kind of wanted to strong arm, but I understand.
Let's
Can't
not
strong
reveal our
arm your way
cards.
through everything.
Yeah, let's not reveal our cards too soon.
You haven't tried.
Hold on, there's a time and place for everything, but not right now.
There are guards everywhere.
We will be quickly outnumbered.
Quickly outnumbered and either quickly killed or thrown in jail. I'd rather not
Mhm.
either of those happen.
Fine.
So, I'ma head up, see what happens.
All right.
And I do
Good luck
that.
then.
You are heading to the wizard school.
Yes, the one where specifically the dude pointed out where I need to like apply.
Yeah, I mean it's the main build. There's signs pointing both schools. People that have guided you. Like, it's like so like you leave the main city, walled, but it's a path leading up to this large facility. Just as you get to like where the main gate is for the city, from the city to the actual school, you see their this is where like their main shops would be set up for any sort of magical goods and such. Clearly labeled like you have one that's definitely like on the glamour side, and it's
Yeah, I was
flashy
about
and
to say
showy.
my mental image right now is of a gift store. Like
Yeah,
this is a
like
gift
there's
shop.
one that definitely looks like a gift store. There's like these cute mage girls standing outside, kind of trying to usher people in.
Oh
And then you have
man. Okay.
and then you
Nice.
have and it's like it's huge, it's bright, it's colorful. Um, that one is called type of restaurant's face.
Mage Cafe.
Mage Cafe.
Mage
Welcome.
Cafe. Yes.
I love that so much, and I
Me
hate it also.
too. I hate it, but I want to go there as well at the same time.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
You
Might have
missed
to-
the Mage Cafe.
Mage cow. God damn it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Goshan. I have
Not
to.
my
I have
idea,
to.
by the way.
I have to shrink you down.
Who?
Grishon.
No.
You
Really?
can still be stretched, Goshan.
Yes. Wyatt Greshon.
Oops, I gotta.
RS. God damn it.
Okay.
He is the mountain.
And then
RS.
you have a smaller, less shiny building. This
Less
one just has like a few trinkets. Like a couple floating lamps. Um, this one is called. This one's just called Sam's.
Sam's.
How mundane.
Nice.
Sam's Club.
Sam's Club, fantastic.
Oh man.
Called Sam's.
Haircut there too.
I'm bad up now.
It has like a
It's
and it's like a roughly painted sign that just says Sam's.
wow. All right, so I'm gonna walk up to the girls and, pardon me, am I in the right place for going through the application of entering the school?
What?
I feel like Fluffy had to mentally prepare to do that voice.
Oh yeah.
If I only had a webcam. Ugh. Okay. Right.
The
I'm
big
trying-
lizard can do magic.
rightly so.
Oh, you're looking to enter the school. Walk through the doors.
Do they point or do they just say that?
You just point to the large doors.
I'm getting
Right.
flashbacks to Frost
Thank
Giant.
you.
Cloud
I
Giants.
just kind of like side eye them as I leave. So I go through the big doors.
You push them open. Just on the other side. Well, actually, you walk up to the big doors, and there's a smaller door, which is normal size for normal people.
Interesting. Interesting. How big is the big doors then?
It's probably like built for like someone's like 6 feet.
Okay. Okay. I'm approaching that height, so I'm gonna use the big one.
Oh, no, sorry, the small door is 6 feet.
Oh, the small door. Okay.
The big doors are showy.
Oh.
Like they're huge.
Oh,
Like
okay.
would take like
Yeah.
multiple people to move, sort of situation.
Yeah, but like, what's the maximum height for that thing then?
Like the big doors.
Yeah.
Probably like a solid like 20-25 feet. Like we're talking like a huge creature could walk through them.
Yeah. That's what I
Double
was getting
doors.
at. Okay. Make a mental note of that. So I go through the smaller door. I don't try to push open the big doors because that's
Okay.
way beyond what I'm capable of. Oof, I'm actually regaining some of my strength. Cool.
You kind of squeeze your way through.
You
and,
stuck for a second.
Yeah. Okay. So what does the interior look like?
This is just kind of like a paved road that would go up. But on the other side of the door, you see like another. You would probably recognize it's like a magical barrier, essentially. Like you just kind of can see the shimmer. And then you see like a small, kind of like it's almost like a small little like office building, which is why it's like hidden behind the doors because it's not that glimmers,
All right.
and you kind of see just kind of sitting outside and inside, just like young want to be sort of wizards and other sort of magic types that are just
Do
kind of
I see any kind of signage for where things are, like reception or this way to this building or whatever?
it's very much like a small building.
Okay,
Like if you were to walk in, there's like a person behind a desk and then a waiting room.
got it. So I go to the person behind the desk.
Hello.
Hello there. I was pointed in this direction for trying to apply for magic-based stuff. I am an artificer, I believe it's called. So
Uh, do you have your paperwork?
that is what I'm trying to figure out where I'm getting at. Like,
Uh,
where exactly do I get that paperwork, and how do I get it signed, and so
well,
on and so
in
forth.
in most cases, we would send it to your home, or you could fill it out here, and then in a few weeks we get back to you. But you said you're an artificer, correct?
Yes, and I
Um,
kind of like show my steel defender.
Interesting, interesting. Do you happen to have your seal or anything such on you?
I am not
Your
from around these parts, so I do not know what you are speaking of
your
exactly.
your sorry,
I'm
your
correct.
way of marking your crafts.
Oh, right. So I'm gonna pull a signet ring out, and it has just a very simple like concentric design. But instead of being kind of curved, it is actually. Hold on, let me get a picture. I actually have the thing, so give me a second.
Again, it's you at 11.
Literally.
More at 11.
This and more at 8.
4 at 11. None of it will be election related.
Are you sure about that?
Very sure.
Won't be results related.
No, there will be no results.
Ever.
Probably not. I scroll down on YouTube, and the first thing I see is U.S. COVID-19 cases surge during election.
No, I
Yeah, I tend
bet.
not to scroll down on YouTube.
I feel bad for my friend right now.
Meanwhile, what is everyone
Yeah.
else doing?
Those are the
We-
people outside. I feel like Nissan is just like looking around and just like has his arms crossed as if to be like, I really hate it here.
Hawk's actually just exploring the market, seeing what's all available. Anything?
Okay, I sent it to Herson Home.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would take you about you'd hand it over. To be yes. Can you give me probably about half an hour?
All
I just
right,
need to check a few
wait.
things.
Sure. If anything that can expedite the process, just feel free to ask. I'll be over here.
No, just go to verify a few things. And then after about half an hour, she returns and goes, so paperwork's almost done. We verified you are what you say you are. Um, the only problem we're running into is, uh, according to our spells, there is no definitive name to put on
Ah,
the paperwork.
right. A legacy of my well, race, as it were. We typically don't really go by names as much, but if you have to put something down, let's see.
Again.
Kent
Again.
Orthon would probably be suitable.
All right then. I want to see her like scroll something on the papers in her hand. She goes, okay. All I need is a signature, and she kind of slides you the papers.
All right, all right. He's gonna write them down in Draconic.
Okay. Kind of takes it and looks it over. Ah, that is one we haven't seen in a while. And then she hands you over this kind of um it's like imagine like a name badge, but this one's kind of made out of crystal.
All right, all right. I take it. Do I apply this somewhere specifically, or just anywhere on my person?
Yeah, just keep it on your person. Show them that at the gate, and they should let you through.
All right, all right. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. It's wonderful to have an artist within our lovely city.
I bow.
It bows in kind.
It's kind of that realization that we really we really don't have genuine magic casters.
I am a magic caster, but only
Yes,
because I imbue it into my things.
yes,
I
It's magic to a point.
but it's a certain type of magic that everyone enjoys.
Yes,
like
everyone loves it.
like clerics cast magic, but it's a very different type.
Yeah,
Then
Yeah,
there's
so do blood hunters, but it's
blood
very, very
magic.
different.
you have no straight magic caster. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
what is everyone else doing?
yeah, because this
Oh,
has been
you
like what, half an hour?
Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be a solid good walk. So yeah, it's probably been about an hour. Honestly, it's probably took you about half hour to get there. It's a fairly large
Ooh,
city.
okay, wow.
Yeah, it's a big place.
I'm imagining one of those like old school like boarding homes.
Mm, yeah, like, but that's just because like where the shop is and where like
Mhm.
like the wizarding school is like you're walking from one end of the city all the way to the other.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, is everyone just kind of in the shop, or where's everyone wish to go after this point?
That's a good question.
You have the two
Because
schools.
I was interested. So like I can infer, or was I able to gather or glean that like to get into like where the accessories and stuff that I might be interested in, I would need a. It's like I would need to go to the schools to them.
Yeah, like from what you've been able to infer, the shops that you're looking for would be located by the school, aka
By
the
the
two shops
school.
they named. Yes, they're not in the school. Like I said, when he walked up, you had the fancy magic item shop, and then you had Sam's.
Okay, yeah, I would have been interested in looking into. I would have gone into
Yeah,
one of those.
Yeah,
I actually would have been
would have
interested
headed
in
up
going in
to looking for potions still.
whichever one I went into. I would go to the other one next. That would be ideal. Like I'd want to check out both.
yeah. Like I said, there's the bright shiny one which draws everyone's attention, and then Sam's.
Well,
Hawk's actually gonna head to Sam's first.
as Volley is, which Volley is, she goes into the fancy one.
Okay.
Nissan just follows behind.
Which one?
Uh,
We went into two different shops.
right. This time
Hey.
he follows behind Valia.
I'm surprised.
Okay.
I'm surprised now, considering you don't like all the fancy stuff.
Yeah,
Hey, boy.
Nissan just went.
Sleepyhead.
Sorry. People were going to places. Who what?
Yeah,
They're going to the different. They're both by the wizard school. So our lizard friend is going into the wizarding school. They are going into both Sam's and Glamoris.
I'll go into Glamorous.
Okay.
Hey, that's. Hope Sam's
We
is
will,
good.
all alone.
Really hope
So,
Sam's is
are
good.
you sure you don't wish to travel with them? Because we're going to both stores anyway.
Hawk sees everybody going to the glamorous. Fine.
Come on.
You're like, I don't want to go to the fancy schmancy place.
Eh,
But yeah, you walk in there. It's a lot of like knick-knack enchantments. Even like just your adventuring skills would tell you. You're like, these are fancy, they're pretty, but they're not gonna do you much good. Um, though Volley might be interested in some of them, depending on
Uh,
particularly what you're looking for. Um, You know, it's a lot of like magical dyes and clothes that can fit any occasion. Um, you know, magical accessories that can tell you someone's quote unquote true heart's intent. Um, there's a few bottles that are marked love potion. Um, just it's very much built around this sort of high society level of
Yeah,
magic.
and this is the Glamzaros, right?
Yes, this is glamorous.
Okay.
But everyone, you kind of walk in, they're like, "Welcome to Glamzarus. Is there anything we can help you find?"
Right now, just looking around, seeing your wares and what you have available, and seeing what catches my eye. As many things catch my eye around here.
Excellent, excellent. Let us know if you need anything. We'll be right over here. And you see like 10 different people standing behind a large counter, just kind of looking at everyone and smiling.
It's almost unnerving.
Yeah, this is
Nissan kind
unsettling.
of just goes,
No one said you had to enter with me.
I know.
It
They're
wasn't.
all, they're all in like fancy, schmancy clothes.
So Valia window shops a little bit while while she's looking at, like you said, like a lot of more like you said glam stuff, Glamzaros,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anything in particular that you're kind of looking for in a place
Uh,
such as this?
yeah, I don't know if I was looking for anything in particular. Although the magical dyes do kind of catch my eye when you mention that.
Hey,
I'm kind of curious about those.
hey.
Like I said, like it's magical dyes. You'd also, yeah, you'd find like a few like living like statues, small little like moving crystal birds and such.
Like Valia is very much so looking for like accessories in terms of like rings, necklaces, earrings, anything like that that could be useful. Because like it, various uses, but like the being able to tell mood isn't something she's particularly intrigued in.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of this is like skin deep stuff.
Yeah, of course, naturally.
Truth potions.
But like, what would I be able to tell? Like, what would I be able to like learn about magical dyes? Like, what would that entail? I mean,
Like how to make them, or are you looking for just like what they would do?
what they would do.
From what you can tell, and from like asking, is they would essentially just they can dye anything, be it living, organic, or metal.
Huh.
Side note, you did notice that my Steel Defender has recently undergone a change of coat. It has a coating of bone white stripes
Ooh.
along its kind of silverish carapace.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not sure if you guys remember that, but yes, I did a paint job on my girl.
And
Clean.
how much would I be? How much would this magical dye cost? Like, can I
It'd
ask?
be 25 gold a bottle.
Oh,
How big are the
wow.
bottles?
What you can tell, it would be uh probably like a small perfume bottle size. So like enough to dye like a pair of shoes is what each bottle would get you. Like what in particular are you looking to dye?
I wasn't sure. I wasn't really sure. It was one of the more of those like nice to have on hand type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
But
you you,
based
you
on
get the
based on
essence like to dye like any sort of armor, you'd probably need like three. Um, small trinkets, maybe one, at most like one.
mhm,
Um, if you're looking to dye an entire human,
a lot.
well, you're probably looking. Yeah, remember
Are you
like
gonna are you
eight,
gonna change skin color or something?
and
Yeah,
they.
maybe. Never said
I said
mind.
they can dye
Hmm.
anything.
Hmm.
Wait a minute.
So how much for Liz? I'm kidding.
Oh
I'll
I'm just
my.
lie.
like,
Because
I need a
said it.
barrel.
Uh, uh, uh.
It's like she gets her information. She looks down. Why am I missing HP?
What?
And by the way, they're not just like set
man.
like literally they have like tankards of like they're in like glass can I don't like large vats of like these colors like to where like they can fill whatever.
Yeah, they typically make them in bulk, don't they?
Hmm.
Yeah.
But they're definitely on display in this kind of like rainbow pattern against the back wall.
Yeah, well, she's just gonna continue window shopping for now and probably soon make her way over to the other shop. Which, speaking of, I believe you have someone there. You couldn't see, but as I said, speaking of, I snapped into like a very fluid motion of pointing.
To who?
To
Cross.
who?
No,
Oh,
I
Cross.
came
He
to Glam.
followed you in the other store. Does anyone else want anything in Glams R Us? Anyone else looking to get fancy?
Do I see any health potions?
No, we're in Glam's Rest right now.
No, you are not looking for health potions.
Get
You
the
you see
armor
you
of
see cloaks that change colors. You see masks that seem to change expressions.
But Cross, there's cloaks.
Wait, is that in the other store?
Let's do
No.
this store.
Okay, because Cross is not in this. Cross is not in
Yes,
Glam's
I am.
He is. He
you
followed
are?
you
Okay.
in.
Oh, okay.
Being as we're going to both, it's easier just to have everyone in the same place.
Did I hear masks?
Yes, they have masks.
What kind of masks?
It depends whatever kind of mask you're looking for.
Don't
A lot
forget-
of them, a lot of like what you see, it's like they have things that are like super realistic. They have things that are just kind of like they're magically painted.
Chat, when you go outside, make sure you wear your mask.
Yeah.
Actually, how much are so they're cloaks that change color? Like, is it like the fucking rainbow keyboard?
I sure hope so.
They're particular cloaks.
Are you telling me we can have some RGB cloaks right now?
Yes.
Do they
It's
come
like
with water
iridescent.
cooling?
Black Widow chroma cloak.
Oh my god, yes. I am down.
Just make it an oscillating rainbow,
No, that's no fun.
Look, I just didn't know.
but only on one
Can I
side.
have an
of it.
RGB
So
cloak?
it will
with
be
water
dark, super dark, and then
cooling
you open it up and bah!
and fucking fans installed, man.
It doesn't have water cooling, but it has fire heating.
That's
In
dangerous.
particular, that is what
sounds
they are.
great.
Yeah.
You find those cloaks. You find
Santa
cloaks
Nice
of-
guide to everything.
Yeah. One of my favorite suppositions for
essentially, like
Sure.
you have cloaks that can mimic sort of anything. You have cloaks of billowing, which you can use a
Get the
bonus action to
armor
make billow
gleaming.
dramatically.
the armor
Oh,
of gleaming.
oh, I'm gonna need one of these.
Of course you are.
Hog is actually interested in the cloaks.
I actually am interested in the cloak.
Low
You
key.
have some more useful cloaks in there. Like I said, they'd have probably most of the cloaks. Cloak of Elvenkind, Cloak of Invisibility,
Mhm.
Cloak of invisibility.
Yeah.
Cloak of
wait,
Invisibility.
Harry Potter.
Whoa, whoa,
Sorry.
whoa, whoa! That's a little bit
Sorry.
overpowered. But hey, maybe you can actually finally sell that unbreakable arrow.
You know what? Actually?
So there's the Cloak of Elvenkind, Cloak of Invisibility. Any other cloaks to catch my eye?
Cloak of
Wait,
Men
wait.
Fashions.
Would they have a cloak of arachnida?
No,
No.
that would be considered necromancy. Same as
that-
Cloak of
yeah.
Bad.
Why would it be considered necromancy?
It, Bud.
Right.
Bud.
It's made of silk.
Bud.
They have Cloak of the Manta Ray,
Oh, is that the fucking?
water breathing cloak.
How much are these cloaks?
I thought of Cloak of
Depends
Man
on which
Ray.
cloak you're looking for.
Uh,
Like a Cloak of Billowing would probably run you like the Cloak of Billowing and Cloak of Fashion probably run you about 1,000.
Jesus.
Woo.
Ethan, buy the Cloak of the Bat.
Cloak of... Oh my god.
Question: do they have the cloak of the Hellhound cloak?
No, they do
God
not
damn
have the Hellhound cloak, Cloak of the Bat.
Do they
don't
have
the
any,
Arachnid cloak?
What? No
What?
Cloak of the Bat?
No Cloak of the Bat.
Do they have
Wait,
any
so-
edgy
Sorry.
cloaks?
How
You
much?
know what I
How
was
much
trying
does
to do,
the,
right?
Yeah.
How much does
Batman.
Elvenkind Invisibility
Batman.
cost? I'm assuming a lot. I'm just curious.
Invisibility would run you about 100,000 gold.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's kind of a little with a little bit of a legendary item there.
It is. I'm
Yeah.
just curious.
Woo!
Like,
Look, as far as I know, this could have been one of those stupid towns where like the fashion stuff costs more than the practical stuff.
Yeah?
hey, I've been to a couple of those towns. I know exactly what you're talking
The
about.
Cloak of Elvenkind would probably run you about 5,000.
Woo!
It's a trade city. Things are expensive.
And the cloak of many, and what is the cloak of many fashions?
Yeah, I said the Cloak of Bill and the Cloak of Manufacturing is 1,000 gold.
Still a lot.
I walk
Oh,
up
it is.
to.
It is.
What
I,
I'm
not-
saying is, I need to go get my money back.
You guys
Just
also
think about
are
how much the
goddamn
tea is gonna cost.
fucking rich.
Did you say that we had the cloak of the mana ray was available?
That one would be 5,000 too.
Damn it!
I'm about to say, I think we collectively have enough for one thing. Also, Nissan walks up to
Just like under his brother. What I'm learning.
Meanwhile, your artificer is kind of looking around like, I can make this. I can make this.
I can make this. I can make
Yeah,
this.
like he's literally just going around like, okay, that's easy. That's a little bit tricky, but doable. That one I need right material.
You had
for.
a conversation with a lizard about a hellhound cloak.
No,
Me-
this one
me-
I'm just like, oh, I can make a better one.
Is there
Yeah.
a shadow cloak?
Yeah, like seriously, he's just like, well, I mean, I can just touch.
Like,
someone
I
and make
feel
it
like the
happen.
only one you would be kind of be like, okay, I can do this. Is the Cloak of Invisibility, where you're like,
Yes, that's a little
that's
bit
a-
beyond me at the moment.
that's a little beyond me.
Yeah, it's like
Like
okay,
everything else, I think everything else is like, I mean, Cloak of the Bat's rare, so that's kind of
Yeah.
up there.
Nissan walks up to one of the the people that really want our attention apparently, because like they're all just waiting. Nissan walks up
I
and
mean,
just
you
goes,
see some of them helping other people, but
Yeah.
like, they're clearly here to serve.
right. I walk up and go, can I, do you guys like buy things?
No,
Why?
No.
Yeah.
I love that.
Why?
because everything here is made at the school, and I doubt anything that you sell is of this quality. Actually, you wouldn't be there to judge the clothes. Now I think about it, you're at the school, so you don't get to tell them you could make these.
Nissan pulls out his unbreakable arrow and sets it down. This. Check this
This.
out.
Take
Check
my
this
greatest
out.
regret in life. You take it from me.
Check this out. It
I
can't
love the concept of check this out, yet nothing. It's just sitting there.
Right, just check this out.
Staring at you blankly.
It appears to be an unbreakable arrow.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted to know what it was.
No, I know exactly what this is. That's why I had it.
Good. You can put it back in your pocket now.
Don't you want to buy this? It might be beneficial for the school.
We could make a dozen of them per hour if we so wished.
Yeah, but now you,
Yikes.
but you could have one more.
We have no need for this.
I give
Thank
one
you,
copper
though.
for it.
I will literally take anything you want to give me for this arrow. I cannot use this.
We don't need it.
Neither do
Thank
I.
you.
Thank you. Neither do I.
Take it from me.
Best haggling NA.
Yes.
Learn from my
But wait.
mistakes.
You say you cannot use it.
I
Are you
cannot
saying
use
that
this.
you need a bow? They produce.
Oh.
Now they're trying to sell you something.
It turns into him buying something
Nissan
with all of
squints.
his money.
This
Nissan
is how
squints.
merchants make money.
It is. I do it every day.
A fancily jeweled bow. This is the bow of the great king Asurfanukin.
Nissan
there's
squints. Hold on. Nissan squints. Looks back at the party. These people are a bunch of idiots.
Hawk has seen the price of the cloaks and has
Wait.
walked out and is waiting for the party.
Before we
Out the door.
continue, can I do an Arcana check on that bow to determine how
you
magical
there?
it is, or how
He's gonna
or
kind
how
of
real
look.
it is?
Sure, go for it. See if you can You wouldn't be able to tell any sort of spells, but yeah, you can see.
Also, I read
Are you
the
sure? I'm
curse on the cloak of the
proficient in it.
Hellhound, and oh my god,
Mm.
Yeah.
that's a heavy price to pay for that cloak.
That is a 20.
It's funny.
Woo!
You can you kind of look over your shoulder, look at the bow.
Steve?
You're like, it looks fancy. There's probably something magical about it, but fuck if you can tell.
My
Like,
proficiency
from what
is
you can
high.
tell, it's a hunk of junk.
It shoots confetti.
Like, you don't see, like, from your understanding of magic, you don't see any runes that are like, oh, this makes it shoot fire, and this would improve your accuracy. You're seeing a bunch of glamour runes.
It's actually just a stick.
Hold on, so I looked up cloaks, right? There's a cloak of Steve. Do you want to know what it does?
It
Oh
turns into
god,
Steve.
you looked it up. Yep, I know how you did that.
As a reaction, you
I
can
forgot Cloak of Steve was a thing.
you can summon a spectral protector named Steve. Steve appears between the wielder and a would-be attacker. Attacks automatically target Steve in place of the wielder. Steve has an AC of 14 and 20 HP. That's it.
Yeah.
Hey-oh.
Yeah. Cloak
Good
of
old
Steve.
Steve.
Good old Steve. I love this.
I'm imagining the Borderlands, Steve.
Oh yeah,
I honestly, I'm picturing Steve from Minecraft.
that's what I kind of pictured actually.
Which, you know what? I forgot about that cloak. Sure, there's a Cloak of Steve there.
Perfect.
There's a cloak of Steve
It just have
Amazing.
it has Steve on it just from Minecraft.
It's just like cloak. It's like, who's Steve and why is this cloak here?
Right. Why is that poorly
No,
made?
it's a fancy designed cloak. It's
Of a
just
block
like,
person.
You have a why is he in blocks? It's like a child's cloak.
yes, that is the Cloak of Steve.
Right, so can you take this arrow off my hands, please?
No.
Well, I'm not gonna buy your fancy
accepting-
bow.
Okay. It's a. You wish to shoot the arrow, correct? Well, this
I
is the
love
best
the
part to shoot the
idea.
arrow.
I love the idea of that sentence. It implies he would buy the bow if they took if they took the arrow.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, the bow
I'll
with no
take the
arrow.
bow if you take the air, but wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a minute.
leaves the shop feeling accomplished. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
We're more than happy to sell you the bow and take the arrow, but it seems kind of counterintuitive. Yes.
I want to know how much this.
Well,
bow
see, the
costs.
thing is, I'm a swordsman. I don't use bows or arrows, for that matter.
And now they pull out a bejeweled sword.
Well, we don't show this ever.
Oh my god, we don't show this to everyone.
Mhm.
You see them pull out. It's kind of experimental. We call it the board.
The board?
The board.
The board. You see him. They pull out a sword, sheathed, a short sword. He goes, "Now, this looks like a normal sword. What?" And you kind of see them kind of pointed across the room. And he pulls the sword, and you watch an arrow go shooting out the hilt. Or out of the scabbard.
arrow?
Arrow.
It's
It looks like a sword.
I was hoping it was a
the
sword.
board. Oh my god, I fucking get it. It's a goddamn pun.
I love it.
The board.
Yeah,
Think
the
about
bow
it.
sword. I know. I caught it right away.
I didn't.
Nissan just goes, I was hoping it was a sword.
Oh, it is actually a sword, and they pull out the sword. See, you can put any sword. It's really worth selling the scabbard.
Well, I don't want it. I don't need one.
But you have an arrow that is perfectly fine. And it won't even break, so you can use it as many times as you wish.
I
It's a
have
perfect match.
It is
no
a perfect
use for
match.
this thing. I don't
It won't
want
allow you
it.
to use the arrow.
I don't want to use the arrow.
Are you telling me you have an arrow, but do not wish a way to use it?
I just have
That
this
seems
on
kind
me.
of, well, this
Foolish.
is a unique choice, my friend.
Well, I have a
Oof.
lot of things on me that are very unique, but
You're quite a unique individual, I can tell.
can you really?
You're
Yeah.
really unique.
We're about to get kicked out so hard.
And every unique individual, you would say unique accessory.
Oh
And they still have
really?
lovely horns.
Oh
Yes,
really?
yes.
Well, do you have anything to hold my blood for my blood magic?
Hog walks back in. Is he still going over there?
Blood magic. Oh, that is something we haven't heard in quite a while.
Did he just
I-
mention? Oh my god.
Are you interested?
Hog has buried his head in his
Are
I
you
pants.
mean,
interested in
it's
my
kind of
plan?
uncivilized, but are you looking to write with it? We have inkwell.
Oh no, I'm a fighter.
Oh, yes, I can tell.
Can you?
No,
Drop
Oh,
that
you
to
going
me.
like a
I want to play
strategy?
out. I want to play out. If he's gonna be this stupid, I'm gonna let it play out.
Please don't.
Also, I don't know if you'll notice, but the cloak of Steve was made by Dungeon Dad.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Could be worse. It could be Dungeon Daddy.
Oh
We
god.
got off easy.
Just
Dungeon
Anyway.
Roxy.
your gruff exterior shows quite well that you're an adventurer.
Right. Well,
Oh, Hawk leans over to Valia. How long should we let this go on before we stop this?
I'm gonna I just go to the other store.
Good.
are you interested in blood magic?
Not in the slightest. If I'm being perfectly frank.
Then I'm wasting my time. Nissan turns around and walks away.
Good day to you, sir.
I
Completely
was half
ignores them.
convinced he was gonna be stuck in a loop for forever with them.
Like a dialogue loop.
I-
and just like
I
keep
was-
on
I was-
going and going.
Either that, or I was half convinced that the guards were gonna show up and arrest him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nissan would probably fight.
Okay, so while that was going on, well, my
Well, that
I
was
guess-
going on. You were waiting for your your
Yeah.
magical
and
receipt.
so I finally have that
Yeah.
done. I think by this point,
Yep.
because that was a lot of time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
Someone doesn't know when to
at
shut
that
up.
point, what exactly does this badge of what does it look like? I don't even know what it is.
Essentially, like imagine like an ID badge, but it's like on like a very thin piece of crystal.
Oh, it's crystal.
Yeah, like a crystal-like substance. It's not exactly it's designed to look fancy.
Okay,
essentially-
like Cupid's
Like
zirconium,
everything
but
else in this
not-
setting.
Yeah, it's very much like a cubic zirconium type badge.
All right.
I'll be right
So
back.
I'm going to like pretty much just put that exactly what you think it would, just like on my chest, like pin it to like the coat.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go round to the person that was like attending to me and say, do you have any research material or a library of sorts? I'm very much looking to upgrade my steel defender here to better deal with the dragon situation.
Yes. Once you enter the school, well, somebody should be there to guide you. But there's quite an extensive library.
Thank you very much.
No
And
problem.
on my way. I keep going until the person that they talked about shows up.
Back.
Like I said,
Welcome back.
you essentially walk to the gate. They like, they show us your badge. You show his badge.
Mm-hmm.
You walk in. You get to the school doors. Some like a senior student meets you there.
Okay. All
One
right.
that kind of has nothing better to do at that point in time.
Okay.
They kind of, well, like I mean, like not that they don't have anything, but like this is their job as a
Mm-hmm.
senior student.
Yeah, introducing newbies around.
Yeah, and they kind of just show you around the school. and eventually you're just like, "Hey, where's the library?" And they show you to the
Yeah.
library, and
Okay. So at the
it.
library.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, pretty much local history of dragons, um, local history in general, and then anything to do with a like surrounding like topography, so I can learn the lay of land.
Okay. Um. Yes. I can acquire almost all of that for you. Um. Unfortunately, it seems anything doing with dragons has already been checked out.
Oh.
Or yes. I mean, we have minor such fairy tales and such laying around, but
Mm.
you do not seem like the sort looking for such things.
Nah,
More,
nah. My ultimate life goal is actually create a construct that is capable of taking one of them on.
yes, yes, it's quite hard.
Mm-hmm.
You lizards must be very infatuated with dragons.
That is very true. So,
Uh,
when can I expect these tomes to return, if they are to return at all?
I'm not sure it's. Look, if I'm being frank with you, it was very small creature, hard to discuss with.
Ah, let me
It
guess.
mostly,
Kind of similar in nature to a dragon itself?
yes, yes, I believe they're called kobolds.
Ah, I know this individual you're speaking of. Any idea which direction they ran off to?
Um, as far as I'm aware, they said they were returning to their ship.
Oh, that so happens to be a location I know exactly where it is. But that can happen a little bit later. First and foremost, the other materials I requested.
Yes, and you kind of see him kind of usher behind him and kind of wave his hand, and you watch as multiple books kind of come to him and kind of stacked on the table. Um, Said most of it is, you know, general geography of the area, um,
Mm-hmm.
histories.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not it's very much like heavily dense information. There's not a lot of books, but
Ooh, okay.
it's
Um. Okay.
because
First, then I'm going to be looking for like local topography and areas where creatures of draconic size could be hiding out.
okay. Do you kind of mention that to him?
Yes,
Eh,
to kind of like narrow the search.
Oh, are you here looking for dragons then? I guess I should have guessed that from the books.
Yes.
Oh, now if you're looking for the dragon's cave, well, it's actually a well guided path once you leave the city.
Hmm.
Um,
Well guided, you said.
yes, like I said, it was well traveled up until about a decade ago.
What happened a decade ago?
Things just changed. We're not 100% sure.
Hmm.
Like I said, most of the information we get is from the king. The information that we know is not exactly to be shared with individuals outside
Right.
of the
Right.
school.
Yeah. Just curious what happened. It seems like it was amicable for quite some time, but then suddenly it snapped.
Yes, it's quite strange. We sent many of our students there to learn from it.
Hmm. Really? You actually sent newcomers and or maybe
Well,
older
no,
comers here.
it was more for those that have had proven themselves beyond our education.
Oh, right, right. Because the dragons actually are. Wait, are more learned than? Huh.
This one was it had been here from the writings and what we understand. It's been here since the founding of the city. Well before probably.
So did it have a hand in forming this college here?
Oh yes,
Really? Huh.
yes.
Well, you said it was a well-traveled path, so Probably won't need much help going there, but I'm looking for more discreet entrances to other caves not associated directly with the dragon. More like passageways that could lead into the Underdark, I believe it's called. Like
Uh,
that kind of area, cave, such.
Honestly, at that point, you'd be better off asking the adventurers. Like I said, most
Fair
of them
enough.
stay at the Red Baron. They've they've been scouring the land for any sort of holes or whatnot.
True enough. But it seems like none of them found it yet. So
No,
maybe we're looking in the wrong spots.
probably. Honestly, they're probably still looking for the actual dragons.
So that implies that they're no longer a dragon. Is that what you're saying?
Huh. From my experiences, they don't tend to like to stay in that form around here.
Really? So dragons can change shape, is what you're saying?
Aye? Although,
What
I always
kind of
thought that was
dragon
common
would be able to
knowledge.
do that?
Hmm?
What kind of dragon would be able to do that? Like, is it a certain kind of dragon, or just all dragons can do that? I'm quite ignorant in dragons myself.
Well, from what
Describe
I
what I
understand, most, some tend to prefer not to. Like I said, I don't even know what kind of dragon lived in that cave beforehand. I never got to meet it. Wasn't smart enough. But
Yikes.
Hmm.
Eh,
Well,
maybe you shouldn't put yourself down so much. You seem pretty decent sort. I'm sure you
oh, I
can
mean,
make yourself out.
intelligent enough. I'm just not world-endingly smart. It seems.
Oh, you didn't do much traveling, huh?
Mm, more along the lines of I I didn't pass with such adequate skills as the other.
Ah, well, keep plugging away at it. I'm sure you'll be able to get it. Anyways, so yeah, that'll be more of the adventurers line of thinking you're saying. So okay. Well, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna peruse the like topo topographical maps and stuff that
Yep.
I'm assuming he like
You would
provide.
look at it. From what you can tell, like the city has mostly remained unchanged, other than the addition of more and more magic, more and more glam. It started off very
Yeah.
much this kind of we're built on magic to help the world, thus all the greenery and growing of fruits, and now it's a trade city. As far
Oh,
as the forest goes, um, from just kind of flipping through, this like it's kind of
yeah,
like
I'm not really like detailed like scanning these. I'm more just like skim.
Whoa. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like just kind of looking through them, because one of them is specifically designed around the expansion of the forest. Because a lot of this was like when they first got here, it was kind of deserty region, and so
Hmm.
there's a lot of work that goes into kind of taking this forest and expanding it into the desert and maintaining it.
Now
And like
that
one
is
book is
interesting.
specifically about that.
Yeah, so I'm actually gonna turn to the dude if he's still around.
Yeah, honestly, he's just at up at the counter.
So this place was originally all desert.
Yes,
How
yes.
did it become so lush?
Uh, uh, Thanks to the dragon's help in teaching us magic.
Whew, seems like you poked an awful lot at this dragon.
We do. We do.
Hmm. All right. Well, is that still something that's being maintained by the uh does it even have oh it does have children, right? I was informed about that earlier. Um so is that being maintained by the college now or what?
Well, yes. Yes, we've taken on that responsibility. It's kind of, we use it as both an educational tool and trying to retake the land.
All right.
If
All
at
right.
this point it's fairly simple to do. We're gaining maybe 2, 3 acres a year at this rate.
Hmm, that's a steady pace.
Yes.
All right. Well, hmm, I guess you picked up the slack, as it were. All right. So back to the books. What is there about the like local history aside from what
Um,
we've already been told?
I mean, that's essentially most of it is about how it was founded on the back of the dragons. Um, Oddly enough, you find one that it's and like it's kind of covered in dust because a lot of people don't come in here asking
Yeah.
about the history per se. It talks about um one of the founding first mayor um by the name of Dugama, who is a dragonborn. Um, and he was very much the one that kind of pushed the society to go heavily into magic.
Speaking of Dragonborns, how many have we seen within the city?
A few.
Okay.
They definitely were not very common. Like you've probably just kind of walking through the market, seeing maybe 2 dozen at most.
Okay. Well, that's a decent amount still.
Yeah, it's a decent amount, but just for like the
Yeah.
sheer number of people there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
So
Then I think I'm pretty much done in library because most of my research material has been taken by a certain kobold.
Hmm.
yeah,
Yuck.
Sometimes you.
Elton.
Anyways. All right. Now, would you do me a kindness and point me in the direction of the well, my specific trade, as it were, the more enchanting based stuff.
oh, yes. Are you looking for classes? What in particular are you looking
More
for?
just seeing the general overall tone of things and how things are working. I do not have enough time to actually partake of this day, as I
Okay,
have
you
other
just
duties.
wish to check in on the teachings and such.
Precisely.
Oh, then, and you kind of see him like kind of lean over. Um, Charles, would you mind showing our lovely friend here around the enchantment wing? And you see a young wizard kind of step up. Right away, sir.
I nod. I nod.
Well, if you'll follow me, I can show you a few of our classrooms. Um, pretty
Alright.
sure Professor Bonvara is teaching now. Yes. Please follow me. And he kind of just kind of ushers you into like the main thoroughfare, and you kind of see students sitting around, and then he kind of takes a swing, and like you kind of recognize the different symbols above each different hallway, each pertaining to a different school of magic. He
Okay.
takes you
I'm
down the
just like
enchantment wing.
like noting down each one. I'm assuming there's very little in terms of necromancy, if at all.
Oh yeah, you don't see like you see every other school but necromancy. But like you can kind of see down the more magical combat oriented schools that you see a lot less students kind of walking down those halls.
Yeah, like the one
Meanwhile, like
like
enchantment and
deserted.
glamour and illusions kind of
Yeah,
constantly full of students.
got it.
But you kind
Well,
of
gladly, go walk over to the enchantment one.
yeah, yeah. But he kind of just like kind of takes you down the hallway and you see multiple doors, and he kind of opens the door and kind of waves at the teacher, and you just see kind of students trying to perform different sorts of enchantments. Some on stones, others like further down the hall you see people that are actually enchanting magical objects,
Perfect, perfect.
and you kind of get this feeling that like the further down you go, the higher levels they're teaching.
Yeah, yeah, I was already getting that sense.
And there's
Yeah.
like a few doors where like you try to you walk towards them, and Charles is kind of like no.
Is
Right,
is there a problem with those doors? Or
uh,
am I not of the correct
some of
progression?
these are kind of private, if you will. They're working on very sensitive sort of objects.
Oh,
Um,
do you
a
get
lot.
private rooms as you have more clout.
Precisely. Or in some cases, there are a lot of them are reserved for those items that are being crafted personally for individuals.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people
Very
don't like
familiar
it.
with this one.
Hmm?
I'm very familiar with that process. I've made well, quite a few things, and like pointing at my breastplate and my steel defender and my rapier.
Yes, and they're quite impressive. I
I feel
say,
like I could do more with them though.
oh yeah, this is the general idea of enchantment, isn't it?
Indeed.
You can always do more.
Oh,
Always go further.
some of my compatriots have been looking for some higher end objects. Could I, on their behalf, peruse said wares?
I mean, I guess. What are you looking for in particular?
I actually do not know. They have not asked me as of yet. However, I would like to see what is available so I may relay it to them.
Most of what you can find is in the shop. Though I guess with someone with your talent, um, I would I would highly advise to go to a lesser known store. Very few people travel into it. It's called Sam's. Um, there you can usually buy parts and ingredients. So, because I feel like it'd be
Ooh,
more beneficial to
that
you to be able
is
to
very
produce them.
tantalizing
Yes.
indeed, because they, I'm sure, gonna have all sorts of interesting requests.
Yeah. Yes. Grams R Us is quite showy, but to be perfectly frank with you, we keep none of our good stuff there.
Understood. All right. In that case, I but do believe I do need to get back to them. Probably wondering where I am at this point.
Yeah. Well then, it has been a pleasure showing you around.
Thank you. You have been an excellent guide.
Thank you.
I
If you'll excuse
bow
me.
and I take my leave.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna wander all the way back to the group.
Okay.
That's gonna be a walk.
Meanwhile, the group.
Yeah,
Heading
everyone.
Sam's.
west.
Yep,
You're heading to Sam's.
we're walking right
Um,
into Sam's.
you kind of open the door, and it's very much like I said. It's very much more of like a craft store sort of situation. Like
The one time we don't have our artificer with us.
it's a lot of like materials to make such things. You do see behind them though a large display case full of potions. Um, they like from what you are getting the feeling. This isn't a place where you come to buy items. This is a place where you come to either buy the ingredients or um request that the school builds you something.
Yeah, this is like Home Depot.
Yeah.
Sick.
Though like
Ah,
that, they do have healing potions and such already made just because especially with the amount of adventures coming through, they have some prepared.
seems like whatever we were looking for is in here.
About damn time. I've been looking for potions for a while. I walk up to them and ask how much they are.
What kind you looking for?
Kinda got. Just regular healing, I guess.
Simple healing. You're looking probably I look you up and down. And you 100 gold a bottle.
Hmm.
Yeah.
How many do you have?
Hey, Chuck. How many we got? Yeah, two, about 20. We got 20.
1,000 gold later.
Uh-huh.
I'm not buying them all.
I was curious. I was like, I couldn't even remember. Like, how much do healing potions go for anyway?
Uh,
Do you have any stronger healing potions? Just out of curiosity.
You got money for stronger healing potions?
Possibly.
Yeah. How strong are you looking for?
Or
Preferably with an ER at the end.
A grade or two higher.
that's like all of them. I just realized.
Yep.
What you're giving me is a heal potion. I want a heal ja potion.
Right.
Uh,
Heal Ja. Heal Run. Heal
let's see.
Gun.
And in some games, jaw is a thing.
Looking for greater. You're looking about
I need a heal good potion.
for you about 400. Superior. You're looking about
050.
3,000.
Oh.
Is that a
I
smacker
don't really
puppy?
care anything stronger than that.
What about the max potion?
The max
Supreme.
potion.
Max potions and X potions are also a thing.
Full restore.
Full
Uh,
restore.
I'll take 7 of the normals.
It's a good choice.
And I hand him the 700 gold.
And kind of takes it from you, looks at you and goes, cool. Hey, Chuck, 7 potions. Now, come on. Come on, monkey brain. Come on. And fuck you.
I like this
Puts
place
in like
already.
a little carrying case and goes,
What
well,
even are they?
they
Is it
can't-
like what race are they? They're like what? Like do humans talking to each other, or like some other thing?
they appear to be human.
Appear to be.
Appear to be. I feel like they're very
What do you
goblin-like.
Yeah, the way they were talking, I thought they were
Yeah.
like half orcs or goblins.
No,
Right?
no. They appear to be human.
Appear to be.
Hmm.
Underline appear.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Two
almost as if it's a
underlines.
city built on magic.
An
Huh.
illusion.
Grammar.
An illusion.
And
Oh wow.
lines.
I love it.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, they only come in things of 6. Here's your 6 and your 1.
Thank you. Take the
Yeah.
potion.
you bought a 6-pack with +1.
Good
We're all good.
business with you. These are the shinies. I mean, gold.
I feel like we weren't goblins until we said something.
Yep.
We're goblins now.
The goblins now.
Nissan squints.
Can I insight check that?
What are you insight checking?
I don't know.
Their manner of speaking.
Mannerisms?
Yay.
I guess.
For fun, why not?
I don't know shit.
Each of them are
I
two
squint and
kobolds.
walk away.
Seem to be odd humans to you.
My turn, I rolled an 8. Yeah, I don't know anything either.
It's kinda...
Two goblins in a trench coat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we super interested in confirming that these are goblins?
Not at all.
'Cause
Not, don't
I
wait.
can
Don't,
make the thing happen right now. We're using insight checks, right?
don't waste a roll on that. Don't do it.
Hey, it could be something else.
Don't waste your nat 20 on that.
It could be a Sahagin.
Uh,
A fucking Sahagin.
Yep, who knows?
oh man.
You don't know.
True.
I don't know. You're right.
Oh,
That's the concerning part.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I roll a high enough insight check, will I know what's going on?
insight's just gonna tell you if they're odd or not.
Okay, never mind then.
But is it not worth? Not worth. Goes for the meme.
They're very odd. I will give you that.
Mm. The only roll thing we could make towards this would be Arcana, but that feels.
I mean, I have proficiency in Arcana. I don't have advantage in it though.
You could. I mean, yeah.
I'm the opposite. I have advantage, not proficiency.
With our
I have
powers
advantage on
combined,
Right.
this whole person.
Just do it. Just
That would be more of a hey, do they have rings or such on and sort of
Yeah.
situation. You'd have to
They have a
somehow.
hat of disguise on.
I don't think there's a
Okay.
role we can make to figure this out.
There's a lot of ways you could figure it out.
I do
Yeah,
be
though.
kind of curious though.
If you do wish to know what they
I'll come
actually
back.
are, you can waste your time on it, I guess.
I thought Paul
I
was gonna say
guess.
you could ask this.
You could ask them. Asking is always an option. You don't have to do everything in secret.
But
But
Well, we
If we learn anything from Greg Sean,
Yeah, I'm about to say, if you've learned anything from Gus, Sean, don't ask, just spy.
heck yeah.
no, Hawks walked away.
if I'm if,
He's
if
already
I've
gone.
learned anything in the last week, right, and Neil will probably agree. When at first you don't succeed, steal.
No!
Oh
Then
no!
steal, then charm.
No!
Oh no!
Right,
That
Neil?
was so bad. That was so bad. I'm just like, what are you doing?
I still am after just like, what happens? Like, I don't know what got into me.
Anyone else looking for anything else in particular around the story?
I guess
Well, I'm
not.
waddling my butt all the way over to them, so no.
Nissan kind of looks
No.
around.
You would catch up to them about the time they're leaving the store, unless something else happens.
Yeah, Nissan's ready to go.
The school explodes.
Well,
I cast delayed fireball.
you know how that went.
Okay, have I caught up to them at this point?
Yes.
Yeah, you'd
Mhm.
come out
Cool.
as they're leaving Sam's.
Oh, actually, I was about to go in there.
I wouldn't waste your time.
Why?
There's nothing really interesting in there.
I mean, they have potions if you need some.
They also have like materials and stuff, but like, why would you need that?
Yeah, you do realize that I actually can make magic items for you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like, you don't really
Because you
need
can't
those.
actually buy anything in there. It's not the sort of place where you go and request stuff. If you're going to request anything, you would have to do it through yours truly. I actually have access to most of their facilities in here, though not all, and I have a fair bit info that we should really get back to the ship.
Oh,
But I'm gonna be going in there real quick just to
Sure.
see what they're selling for materials.
Go for
okay.
And then we're gonna be going back to the ship post haste, I might add. So I go inside
Interesting.
and I essentially case the joint.
You.
Yeah, I'm just like scanning rapidly everything.
Oh, welcome to Sam's.
Hello.
Ah, shit, we just said it for the last group. God damn it, Chuck. Supposed to remind me of that.
It's
I'll
fine,
welcome
it's
to
fine,
Sam.
it's fine. I am a type of person that is looking to create things.
Ah, an actual client. Good.
Right, that group was looking for pre-made stuff, and I am the
Ah,
one that's
really?
going to be making it for them.
Didn't they see the fancy ladies outside the other store?
They did, I'm assuming, and were probably, well, disappointed by what they saw. So,
Yeah.
what
Not big
exactly
enough for my
do you
opinion.
have
What,
to
yeah?
sell in terms of ingredients for arms and armor crafting?
Uh, the metalwork side of thing can get dicey. Most of what we have is cloth and cloth accessories.
Nice. I love
You're
this
really
theme
on that
going
joke
around.
tonight, aren't you?
I also see that you have a fair bit of dyeing implements and such.
Yeah.
All right. Probably can whip something up with all that. And yeah, I'd be interested in a couple of those pots of paint. Sure beats making it myself. Took a couple of
Yeah.
days trying to grind that out.
Any
Anyways,
and particular colors, flavors.
flavors. He said. That's a bit odd. Why do you mention that?
Look, I don't have some of them like to know what the color purple tastes like. It happens.
Are you proud of yourself?
I am
Yep,
so
that
proud
tastes
of
purple.
this.
That tastes.
That tasted purple.
Oh my god.
Anyways, that wasn't. I was just completely off my
that
head.
wasn't worth it.
Nice.
I didn't have that one planned.
Even
Bugs
better.
Bunny judging all of us.
Okay. Right.
Yeah,
So
I'm probably
yeah,
good
I'm
at other
probably
things.
gonna be coming back probably tomorrow, but yeah, for the moment I'm just perusing so I
Yeah.
can properly set my plan of motion.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, just let us know if there's anything we can keep a hold on.
right. So you said metalworking was a bit difficult.
Yeah, most of the schools around here they don't like the shiny bits. Uh,
Hmm.
too
All right.
fancy, too heavy.
Do you have more of a type that you can say through methods use to coat something else in metal? Like just bits of let's say more of the illustrious metal types, silver, gold, and copper, and
Oh
what?
yeah, if we're looking to coat things, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
I,
liquids of that everywhere.
honestly, I actually really do not like working with metal myself. I
Uh,
prefer other materials.
yeah,
But
sorry, I took you as a build the armor,
oh,
ooga
I
booga
am.
sort of
Oonga
thing.
Oonga
But
boonga.
I
Ooga boonga.
dislike the use of metal. It's a
Yeah,
peculiarity of mine. It's a mainstay from far older times.
yeah,
Anyway,
if we're just talking small amounts to coat something, yeah, we do that all the time. Gotta
okay.
have a shiny. I mean, I like shiny things, but gotta have a shiny.
All right, all right. But yeah, so yeah, I was looking more for that process of things. Um not well, actually I don't know how much I need to coat stuff with. So sorry about that. Aside from that, I'd probably be looking more along the lines of smaller trinket like things. Things that you can use to accessorize, molds and such.
Depends on the type of mold. Uh, we have a lot of things that are jewelry mold.
I'm expecting they're going to
Rings.
be liking that kind of thing. Maybe even some other stuff as well. But I would have to ask first. They really haven't asked me too much as of yet, but that'll probably change.
Yeah, yeah, they didn't seem like the brightest bunch.
Uh,
I mean,
Anyways,
look,
oh
they
yeah,
gave me 700 gold for just a couple potions.
that's not the right price.
No, it's not. I was
They didn't.
surprised. Didn't
Did,
even question it.
what? All right, I need to talk to them afterwards.
You didn't bother to bargain.
All right. So okay. All right. All right.
To be fair, across the player is very tired.
I'm like shaking my
It's
head.
fair.
Like, all right. So I really need to educate them about how things work when it comes to this making stuff and buying stuff. Apparently. Okay. Good to know. But yeah. Okay. I'll. I'm gonna peruse right now. And I'm gonna be coming back tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. Just let us know whatever you need. We can set it to the side.
All right. So aside from what I already mentioned, are there more woodcrafting stuff? More like molds, like clay-based materials and stuff to make like
Yep,
other materials. Okay, cool.
yep. Like I
Yeah,
said,
this is a
the only
full-on craft store.
yeah,
I love
really
it.
the only thing
Actually,
you wouldn't find is anything to make like heavy metal. Like I said a
yeah,
lot of
like
it's the smaller like
this
trinkets
town
and
doesn't
cloak.
seem to run off of metal.
Nope. Like I said,
Yeah,
it's very much a magic based
which
society.
I am totally okay with.
I feel like this place is more
Like
like a Michael's.
most of
Yeah,
like
or a clan.
Mm-hmm.
even the armor you're seeing like the guards walk around in it's very much like it like even from like your side it's very you can tell it's very like thin and lightweight
Yeah,
and it's just
yeah,
heavily enchanted sort of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And,
All
and
right.
for those of you that are interested in what the actual gold prices are for potions,
It is 50 gold for a
Yep.
regular. It is
I'm
200 to two.
aware.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh
I was aware the
Mm-hmm.
entire time.
Mm.
huh.
But like I said, across the player is too tired to care right now.
That's fair. Probably why I'm doing all the talking right now. Okay. So yeah. I look at the rest of the wares. I'm like, ooh, this would be useful. Ooh, this would be. Ooh. They're just going hog wild. But I buy nothing, and after a while, I bow out and thank the dude and leave.
yeah,
All right, so I go to the rest of the party. All right, so material on dragons is at the boat.
Does that mean
Because-
our...
Yeah,
You really gotta keep an eye on him.
You know,
I
that
really don't.
tracks.
Makes a lot of sense.
I mean, to be completely honest, he's probably older than most people here. So, look after it. So, anyways,
I will try.
trail leads back to the ship, so that's where we must go.
If everybody's ready to go.
Away we go.
Oh,
All right.
you go.
Away we go.
Head back to the ship. Okay. And you make it back to the ship.
Okay.
You board the ship.
We start looking for the kobold.
Yes, we do.
You,
Um,
where are you?
Probably, if I had to venture a guess, by his map.
Start heading that way.
Not that one.
No.
That one.
Get the rabbit.
Arr. Where are we looking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But this one as
What
well.
is that? Is that supposed to be me?
Yes.
That was
No!
you, yes.
That was you.
It was you back in the beginning.
Yes.
Oh.
When you
Oh,
were
boy.
little Bab without a name.
I still don't technically have a name.
So,
Shut up, Godzilla.
Did he?
This is gonna be a whole thing, isn't it?
okay.
Oh, yeah.
So where are we looking? First and foremost. Who's looking where? I'm gonna move everyone.
Where I
Okay,
last
the-
conversed with the lizard man.
That would have been the upper deck, which is where his stuff is, where you first walked
Yep.
into.
Yeah, that's where we probably all head.
Yeah.
Yes.
It shouldn't take that long to find this man.
It just depends on the directions everyone's going.
He do be a magical being.
Scatter.
Scatter.
Anyone? I guess it should.
Oh,
Is anyone
yeah.
splitting away from the group to search
Oh,
for these?
while we were traveling, I relayed all the information that I got from inside the college.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just is out there.
Okay.
Everyone has that information.
Okay.
Cool. I guess I should ask:
for the
are you
people that
guys
are not
traveling
there.
as a unit to look for him, or you kind
An
of,
absolute unit.
100% absolute unit.
or are you splitting up to look in different areas?
Have we found him on any place on the ship other than the upper decks before? As far as I know,
You know he kind of wanders, but most of the time he's up on the upper deck. He even sleeps on the upper deck.
Yeah, his map and
His
everything is on the
table.
upper deck.
I would stick with the group then.
Yeah, I'll stick with the group.
Good idea.
Said you do notice all the gems are missing from the map.
Okay.
That's a little
That's
strange.
A little odd.
Oh, that's not normal.
Oh yeah, one
Are
last
there
thing.
any other
Hmm?
traces of him near the map?
While I was walking through the doorways of the college, I did notice that the main doorway is big enough to fit a dragon. And most of this town is indebted to said dragon that is now dead.
Interesting.
It wasn't until 10 years
Yeah.
ago.
You do know
So,
that, like,
go
the
in.
guy at the school said he had never met the dragon before.
And most people never seen the man, but they were sending people up there to get trained by the dragon.
Hmm.
There is a well-worn
Okay,
path up there.
there's 100% something weird going on in this town.
Very much so.
Yeah. No one, aside from the information that Kobold has ferreted away somewhere, I'm still looking around. Like I'm kind of like doing a real quick sweep with my head. We don't really have anyone who knows anything about the dragons. Like, it's all hearsay,
Mm.
Hmm.
which I find very curious. It is like someone has gone out of their way to remove information.
And you did say earlier
Yeah.
that the dragons have been disguising themselves or transforming.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly super clear about that, but apparently dragons of a certain variety, I'm not even sure myself, can transform from the regular draconic form into something else. He was rather vague, so we're gonna have to find those books. Now, where is that kobold? I'm like, I'm almost like on all fours at this point.
Can I
Start
do some
sniffing.
kind
I would
of
like to make a
check?
perception check to
Send
figure
There
out
out,
we
where
go.
the
send
gold
out
is.
your raptor.
Oh no, my raptor went. Why?
I guess technically
Ways
you'd
away.
be, yeah, upper deck.
Okay. So, do we find him?
I have a DM
Not
question.
Not on the upper deck. No, you do not find him.
I have a
Into the deck or the upper
DM
deck.
question.
Eh,
So, if I were to cast Arms of Hadar,
What?
Herder.
Isn't
Hadar.
it? Nice.
Hodor.
hold on.
Don't do that, please. I miss him.
Would I be able to
Isn't
use
that an
those
attack
practically?
spell?
It is.
What?
Would I be able to use those to like grab things?
No, they just kind of flash out. That's
Oh,
they
they
literally
just
damage
smash.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an AOE attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So unless you're trying to hit all of us right now for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
I was hoping I'd be able to like use them like practically instead of like just for attacks only.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
No. It's very much like an angry tentacle attack. Of
Things-
just
Things are
oh,
typically
no, no.
in
A
a very
good
specific
way to
order
kind of
to
indicate
prevent
that is
any, confusion or wiggle room.
Okay.
Yeah, that's typically how things work.
a good way to kind of indicate that also is the fact that the duration is instantaneous, so it's very much a in and out sort of thing.
Yeah,
Oh, you're right. Okay.
it's just suddenly tentacles from the void attack and then gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And the fact that like you will literally hit everything. You will hit your allies as well as your enemies. Yes.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go methodically through the ship and find this kobold.
Are you traveling as a group or are you splitting
Yes.
up as you search?
As a group.
Okie dokie.
I'm actually
just-
gonna. I feel the need to split. I feel like we're gonna cover more ground if we're split.
Yeah.
That's
kinda-
why I just didn't know. Like, as a group, how would you do this? Would you separate or would you move as a unit? You're trying to find him.
I think separating would be the best choice, honestly.
Yeah.
I agree with them too. So let's separate.
Is everyone going?
Yeah.
I only
Well-
have 5 people and one.
Also, I feel like Dryshawn shouldn't be on the board right now.
Restaurants
right.
everywhere and nowhere at the same
I
time.
suppose before we split
Remember
up,
wide grass, Sean.
if I remember correctly, the lizard did a perception check to check for things. Did he find anything?
Like I said, as far as like on the deck and the upper deck, which is 2 places you've been able to look
Yeah,
at this
nothing.
point.
Nothing I rolled would have given
Okay.
us anything. It's
Yeah.
I wanna
pretty
check
hard
out
to hide.
storage.
I'm going to
Okay.
my workshop.
I'll
I'll head to the kitchen.
I was about to say.
He wants a very specific thing from the kitchen, actually, but
I was about to
he's
say.
disguising it as.
So none of you find anything effective.
I'll stay on the upper deck.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna activate my thing that I made while I'm at my workshop.
Cool. What are you looking
Suddenly,
for in the
soft
kitchen?
jazz comes out of my workshop.
Just any signs that he may have came through here.
Or any soup? you
Or
know.
any soup.
No soup right now.
No, he never came through the kitchen. Meanwhile, Valia, you walk into storage. You see a small desk, a
There it
chair,
is.
and
Is
a
it
white.
kobold sized desk?
No, it's a normal sized desk
Oh, you
because
said
sitting at
small
that desk
desk, okay.
you see a series of books, and you see a white dragonborn currently holding it appears to be a wooden staff, the top of which appears to be kind of bent in a sort of like lightning bolt pattern, with a skull affixed to it.
Is Gandalf the White Dragonborn style?
He seems to be flipping through these books.
Excuse me.
Yes, Volia.
Okay, you
do
know
you
who
need?
I am. I don't believe I know who you are, though.
Oh, yes. I believe you knew me as you.
There are many questions about that, but that aside, is it safe to say, so I can take it this is your true form then?
About as close as I can get at this current time. And as he's looking up, you notice he has literally no eyeballs,
Interesting.
and all all his like skin appears to be like super tight to his skull, and in fact, all of the skin on his body, as you kind of get a better look at him,
Country
appears to be fairly tight.
Oh.
I have
That's
a great
mild.
mental image for that.
That's mildly unnerving.
Do you have an actual image? Because I feel like it should be in existence.
How did you get from a kobold to this?
I had to go back to my school and gather some supplies.
Is it really his school?
I'm not there. I'm not there.
Neither am
I have been
I.
Very much something like this, but with
I
you know
have
what?
been
It's fairly something like this.
Oh, wait, I was looking for things. Where is it?
I have been informed that he has the books, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god, it's a
And
Oh.
I don't know if you caught the staff, but I can't. There's not a photo that I can show that doesn't show who's actually supposed to be wielding the staff.
can't you do you have Gyazo?
What?
Gyazo basically allows me to take screenshots of what specifically I want to. Like you can frame it however you wanted.
But it's always in his hand, close to his chest.
So you can't
Yes.
like you can't take
To anyone that owns, I believe it's the Dungeon Master's Guide.
I have that.
Ugh,
I
I
also
don't have
have
my
that.
GMG. It's over on the shelf.
I have all three of them.
Reach.
No, it's literally across the room. So
Just use the force.
Also,
I'm not force sensitive.
Yeah,
use
drop the
girl to
stuff
go
on
get it
the
to
Dungeon
you.
Master's Guide.
But it gives it away.
Yeah.
Damn, because I have the book.
I also have the book.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't look then.
Anyway, oh, okay, I don't have that book.
Oh,
Mine's different.
Oh, no, I ain't got
That's
that.
the staff he has.
Okay,
That's cool.
I know exactly what that is.
That probably answers questions.
Red flag.
Oh. Oh.
Red is an understatement.
Yeah.
Crimson.
Oh.
No, this is a black flag.
Da, 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 da.
Yes.
We are pirates.
Meanwhile, none of your characters know what it means.
Nope.
No,
Not at all.
Mine might if I roll high.
Anyway, I believe our nameless friend has told me that you have checked out some books he was interested in.
I guess. I mean, checked out, taken back. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
his school.
Is
I
it safe
do
to
have
assume
some. Yes.
is it safe to assume you're very well acquainted with its contents?
I mean, I wrote them, so yes.
So is it safe to assume that they have information that would be useful for us right now?
I guess I don't know your goals, being as you never told them to me. And
I was
I never
feeling a
really
little off that
cared.
day.
Well, that's fine. I don't really care.
And it sounds like this conversation we're having is pointless regardless, then, isn't it?
I guess I don't know. What are you looking for?
Oh, right now, information for uh, fuck, I just brain farted.
No.
That was an I would say that out of
Well,
character, of course.
I'm
course.
assuming you're talking something about dragons, because those are the books I currently have.
Yeah, there's just something we understood. We came to this town for one goal, and now that we have more information, we realize we're lacking way more than we have. Something doesn't feel right, I guess, and we're hoping these can
Oh,
shed some light, in a manner of speaking.
yes. Well, that's probably because they killed the only thing that made this town.
Oh, we gathered that much, and now they're hunting its brood.
Uh, uh, Makes me kind of sad. Seeing them grow up was quite entertaining.
Nothing seems to add up with what we've gathered, and uh, I guess just that. Nothing seems to add up.
Oh, yes. Well, something's definitely afoot. Uh,
My first suspicion is my first suspicion is the soon to be new queen, I guess.
yes.
It sounds like she's the one who, for lack of a better phrasing, banded everyone together to kill the dragon.
Probably. They enter her territory and such.
Her territory?
Yes. You all are truly dumb, aren't you?
Well, it's a little. This stuff is a little above our pay grade.
I can tell. Uh, uh,
I didn't exactly have the most adventurous life before this,
yes.
so I would use the word ignorant, not dumb.
Then, I use the word dumb, dear.
Mm.
Now, I'm going to leave you all to your truly little games while you figure out what happened to my precious, precious dragon. Yes.
I don't suppose you're gonna leave that book behind for a little bit.
No, I have to correct it. Some imbecile thought he could rewrite my works.
Knew it.
Yeah, I was about to say if it walks like a dragon, talks like a dragon, it looks like a dragon, might be a dragon that probably owns that library
Owns
or
the
that
entire
school.
town.
Right.
Now, do you want my proper name, or do you wish to continue calling me you?
A proper name would be preferred.
The name is Dugarma.
Write that down. Write
Pleasure
that
to
down.
finally be able to tell you that.
Would you mind spelling that for
Dodogama?
me in the chat,
Dugargama.
Fluffy?
Hey, wait, hold on. I'm getting some serious Monster Hunter vibes right now.
I heard
Thank you.
Dragon Dogma.
Dragon
Dogama.
Dogma?
Yeah,
Dragon
that's what I
A
Dogma.
heard.
fantastic game.
It
Available
is.
now on Netflix.
Look, I'm gonna call him Dodo Gama at this point.
Yeah,
That-
seriously.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what
I'm
I'm
gonna
thinking.
forget.
And
Isn't
I'm
Dodo-
sorry, that makes me want to beat the shit out of him.
A name. I'm assuming you told them everything.
Yeah,
that
I
you
did,
learned in those
including the
books?
fact that this was the founding mayor.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I do know. Okay, so I have that information.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do. Because I was relaying everything on our
Okay,
wall.
wait. What do I know in that regard of things? Like there was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
don't-
important stuff is this is the mayor. Um, Essentially the things you would know about him when he first founded this place, it was on the backs of I want to know the most I can about magic.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And he had
And
a lot of help from dragons to accomplish
yes,
building of the city.
yes, he brought in multiple dragons, one of which stayed, kind of look out after and over things. The other important thing is like they developed a sort of magic to help kind of bring life back to the desert.
Yeah,
Okay.
they've been like slowly expanding on
Yeah.
the edges of the
Mhm.
forest.
Yes.
Okay, I
Those
remember
are the-
that part. Okay.
Okay, cool.
There are bits and pieces I missed because, like I said,
There
it
was
was
a
a lot.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's quite a bit.
Well, that
But,
explains a
yeah,
little bit. Well, I guess we have work to do then. We
Yes.
being the rest of us.
quite a bit. I'll leave you to it. Just if you see the bitch, stab the bitch.
It do be what we do.
I'll be sure to remember. I'll be sure to relay that part.
He sounds gonna be a happy boy.
And Valia leaves the room because she feels like that's about as much as he's gonna give her.
Oh yeah,
Not
he
creeped
very
out.
much. He very much knows what's going on, but is not gonna tell you.
Yeah, I gathered that.
Mm.
Valia also gathered that, and she's not entirely pleased.
You're also just talking to a skull.
I love
I mean,
him
it's
so
a,
much.
It's a it's a
still
dragonborn head,
technically-
right? It's
it's
just a head without eyes.
It's essentially a dragon lich, but yes,
Yeah,
dragonborn lich.
Dragonborn Lich. Yeah.
It's
I
not really a
love
skull.
this.
It's just the head without eyes.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
it's
white.
it's like imagine a skeleton frame with just skin over it. That's what
Yeah.
a lich
Mummy
essentially is.
skull.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's unnerving. I got it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. But it's so cool.
Valia finds this incredibly unnerving.
Yeah, that was one of the
Especially
few
as a
things
cleric.
Oh, yeah.
legitimately-
Like clutching on a symbol. Like, do I try to turn it?
Can I try
As,
to turn it?
as a cleric and someone who very much so likes appearance and fashion, I am a nerd.
Meanwhile,
I'm
we
amazed.
look to the kitchen where Hawk is silently sitting, not knowing that there's an undead on the
I
ship.
just imagine
Nope.
I'm really sad Hawk didn't get soup because
Right
I just imagine him like eating
there.
soup and just sneezing like, huh, that was weird.
Yeah,
Huh.
at a certain point, I thought we would all be like going to other parts of the ship, like to continue the search. Because as far as we know, we still haven't located you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually very
Also-
I'm actually very entertained though. If we had kept together, we would have had this conversation like everyone. But I'm kind of glad it was separated. I'm kind of glad I got to have a little thing.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
That
it's
was
always great
cool.
when you have one-on-one.
Valia leaves, and the first place she stops is the workshop because she figures that would be where to find the.
Okay then, as you enter the workshop, you actually see that there's a whole bunch of like ornaments adorning the place now. Most
Also,
of
Hog's fire senses are tingling. Trying to make that joke.
Yeah, they're mostly bone, but like imagine the bone totems from Skyrim. And there is one skull that is adorning the like patch neck or above where the actual work station is, and it has been painted in very like swirling patterns, a very light blue, and is making soft jazz music.
Nice.
You have smooth jazz playing.
Soft
Love
jazz.
it.
Yeah,
Soft
it's soft
jazz.
jazz.
Same.
It's pretty close. but
I
okay.
mean, I prefer my rock, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
I also like rock.
Anyways, but yeah, so that's what's going on, and I'm just like,
I guess
well,
for
everything's
Nissan it'd be death metal.
like, I'm just like,
Valia knocks on the frame of the door.
oh, what's up? What's going on?
Well, I believe I found our. I was gonna say stowaway, but that's not correct, is it?
No, it is not.
Well,
You found the
you're
kobold?
gonna. What?
Did you find the kobold?
Yeah, I did. Kind of. And with that, Valia explains exactly what she just experienced.
Yep. This is about what I expected.
That being said, I think it's prudent we inform the captain. Less prudent we inform Hawk.
Better break it to it now before things get too out of hand.
You grab the. I'll go grab Vizon and you grab the other two.
Agreed.
I go to the captain's quarters because I assume that's where he
First
is.
going to the mess hall where I'm assuming
Someone is.
someone is. Like I don't know who's there, but I'm just gonna go there.
As you're on your way there, you see us in the crew quarters.
Oh.
Yep.
I thought you were gonna be grabbing some food. It's been a little bit.
Well, Not this time.
I was gonna wait until after we found Kobold.
Yeah, the kobold.
I just imagine you sneezing again.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sneezing so much all of a sudden.
Damn fucking allergies.
Yeah, what are you, sick?
It's a spider. His spider senses go off. He doesn't realize it.
All right.
You and your humans.
Garrison, you're going by, right? That's cool. All right. So, how do you feel about undead?
I don't know why, but I just thought of Attack on Titan Bridge. Titan's on my trigger!
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a fan. Why do you ask?
All right. So, what would happen if a valuable member of our crew was revealed to be an undead?
Clutched his sword.
He places his hand on his sword. Go on.
Nissan raises an eyebrow.
A very valuable member, a very powerful member.
The kobold's an undead, isn't it?
I feel like
Not
it's a
so
little bit
much
more.
kobold as the founder of the city that we're in.
Nissan's jaw
And not
drops.
so much kobold anymore either.
Uh-huh. But you're telling me it's undead.
That's all
It's
he
like,
heard.
yeah, it's like, I'm hearing you,
Level of powers
but all I heard was undead.
have to go beyond what your life is capable of doing.
Uh-huh. But you're telling me it's undead.
Sure.
Hold on, what kind of undead is
Where is he?
this?
Oh, you do
That's
not
what I would talk.
want this. Hold on, I'm like gonna interpose the doorway. Oh, you do not want this. Trust me. This being has outlived generations.
How strong
You
are we
want
talking?
Nothing of this fight.
Oh god, Nissan is fight sexual.
It's true. That's yeah. Exactly. This sounds like, how strong are we talking?
No. First and foremost, I don't believe he's actually the type that would give you an opportunity to have a fight. Secondly, we still need information.
What is he then?
Someone that could be either ally or foe, depending on the mood.
So me, but much stronger.
That's a question. Did you tell him about the staff, or you just kind of like, that's a staff?
Yeah, I don't think you would actually tell me about it because you don't know what it is.
No, actually, let me roll for that because it was odd.
Okay.
Actually, with her being a cleric, she might actually know what the staff is.
What would I roll? What would I
okay.
roll for this?
Just
Religion.
roll history, probably.
I'll
let you use history or religion for this.
Yeah, I would honestly go religion with this.
Both things I'm proficient in and have advantage.
Why do you have advantage?
Because Blood Hunter.
Oh,
Yeah, I was about to say I have advantage on some things. Well,
Anything wisdom based.
uh,
Specifically anything dealing with like a particular thing that you hunt, which for Garchon would be undead.
Undead.
I think I got it.
What was it?
24.
Ooh.
Yes, you would know.
Natural 19.
Let me see if I can bring up the
This
page.
is gonna be one of those whisper moments, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely just going to.
I already know what this thing is.
I can't wait to know what it is. I
No, you
excite.
don't.
I mean,
This is where I become Caleb of episode 8, where I just like I fucking identify all the items and just nope.
Yes.
It's too dangerous for you. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
unless you told the lizard, and the lizard tells me that I roll for it.
It's too dangerous for you. Don't worry about it.
Think about that staff. It's a happy-go-lucky staff as far as
Yeah,
It makes
happy
you
go
smile.
lucky
It's
staff.
just
It makes
a
you
staff.
smile for a minute.
Staff of Smiles.
It makes you smile
Yeah.
for a minute.
Mm,
Okay, let me read this for a moment.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yep.
fucking Christ. That name alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
can you
it's
tell
a
me the
bit
name
of
at
a-
least? I'm just curious about that.
No, we
too.
can't.
Nope.
Feels too much.
Damn it.
Oh.
This,
Said you
the
can't.
name
He
alone-
has it. He has it specifically for one particular purpose.
Okay. I
And
believe
that-
you.
Yeah, to kill us just in
And
case.
he's also smart enough not to use the really bad part of it, probably.
I feel it depends on the situation.
Though the last part of it, he may do.
I'm very happy to know that second part. Jesus Christ. Holy fuck, that is helpful to know.
Yes.
And
Yes,
it is
it
helpful
is.
to know that that won't work.
Mm. Okay.
Sorry,
So,
I'm still reading.
did you tell me about it?
I'm reading. Shh. I want to know about
Mhm.
it first. Give me a moment.
Whether or not, I feel like knowing what the staff is, you'd probably share this information, but
I probably would, yeah.
If you did, I almost collapsed in there.
Then I will. Let's say I shared the information with you while I read this.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So like you would have got to him first, but she would have shared you with this before she entered.
And then now.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, she kind of you're kind of she's trying to figure out how to say don't attack this person
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
without giving away exactly why you shouldn't.
Hawk also Hawks is like, fine, I won't attack it.
hold on. Hawk and
Nissan.
Nissan, make insight check.
Okay.
Me.
Bet.
Hmm. Come on, don't fail me now.
I'll wait until you roll.
That's a 16.
I rolled a 15.
Okay. You needed to beat an 18.
Oof.
Oh, nope.
All right.
All right.
I think Blaze just got to a part of the staff.
Which part? The bad part or the worst part?
A, B, or C.
Are we
That's
looking
a,
at? Are we looking
that's
at
a
the
lot
very?
of dice.
Oh, okay. We're looking at the end part. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
So yeah, you don't notice anything.
Mm.
Anyways, so yeah, no, this is something that I do believe that is beyond our capabilities at the moment. So if you are planning to do anything regarding this, make sure you either have, well, a good long think about what you're gonna do.
I won't do
Okay.
anything now. I'll see how things play out.
All right.
Nissan
Okay.
raises an eyebrow, just nods.
Yeah, this is
Hawk is
something.
visibly annoyed.
This is something that even given, I'd say, about a month or so, we could not handle as a group.
So, okay.
Like I said, I won't do anything.
DM question.
Mm-hmm.
As a demon, do I have a possible idea on what this creature is?
I mean, it's a lich.
I mean, I like how me and Ethan are grasping at straws.
That's
You
not
have
the
been told it's a lich. It's very much a lich.
it's demon versus undead. They're not the same. Like they're adjacent to each other, but they're not the same thing.
Yeah, I say you know who he is. You know what he is.
Okay, I was about to say, because, like, I feel like Nissan, being as old and as long as he's been alive, would know what a lich is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying like
Yeah.
liches are.
I
I
mean,
mean,
Hawk
they're not,
knows
I
about
can't say
what
they're
a lich
common,
is.
Right.
but there's enough information about them that you know. Oh, lit undead spellcaster that
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
entered this form in search of magic. In most cases,
Mm.
Yeah. So I explain it like, yeah, this individual has had a long and study-filled life of magics, and has decided to extend their knowledge beyond what considered by most people natural.
Hold on. Are you telling me that the kobold is a full-blown lich?
Oh yeah, that's
Welcome
been
to the conversation.
so from and Volley would be able to tell you this. Like it is very clear that he is not in good shape right now.
yeah,
This is very much like a
temporary.
he, like he yes he's a lich, but he is He is
Not
not
at full
anywhere
power.
near as strong as he should.
He's
be.
not at full
Like,
power.
he
Okay.
looked really unhealthy. Like, even from like Lich standards, you're like, okay, you've seen pictures of Liches. You're like, they're like every cleric would be like, they're bad, and you're like, that don't match picture. That's an unhealthy looking Lich.
Hmm.
Wow.
Hawk's gonna actually speak up. To no name. I'm gonna hand you my weaponry. Just store it someplace so I'm not tempted when we get there.
Sure. I hand it over to girl and she scampers off.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And for the record, while this is going on, I have been informing our captain. Assuming the captain is still on the upper deck, like he said, like it looks like,
Mm,
or are you not
we'll
there?
say he's lazy today.
Huh?
We'll say he's lazy. He just
Was he in the upper decks or was he in the captain's quarters trying to get more outfit?
nope upper decks.
Upper
Alright.
deck, passed out on the deck.
Makes sense.
Are you are you actually passed out? Or are you just chilling?
Just chilling.
Counting clouds.
Just chilling thinking about tea that he
Yes.
doesn't have.
And his lack of money.
So I have some information for you that you might be interested in.
Go on.
So our little kobold friend is not so little right now and not so koboldy. And for the sake of brevity, I will Valia will explain most of what she experienced and found out about, leaving a little bit out about that staff.
Okay, so I don't get to know about the staff. Got it.
Welcome to the
I
club.
mean,
Bro, I feel like there's only one person you probably share that information.
it's kind of also a level. It's just like I don't know. Like, actually, in hindsight, he is the captain.
It's true.
Oh,
He's the
true.
captain.
Oh wait, how much trust am I getting as a captain? Let's see.
Oh boy.
What am I learning?
Blaze, think about this.
Are you going to explain to him everything the staff does? Do I need to send him?
One sec. Yes,
Oh god.
Okay.
I rolled the dice.
Bison knows things.
Okay.
Let's see what Bison does with this new information.
I also just want to point out, if you want to blame anything, blame the pike dice.
God damn it, Pike.
Like I said, that first proficiency is the reason he has this staff.
I also rolled the
But-
grog dice from my roll earlier, and that's probably why I failed.
This is very much
Oh,
this is very
my.
much so the this
It's not.
Valia very much so believes that more than probably two people should be aware, and Bison is
Mhm.
one of the more trusted ones.
This is one of the people that can handle this with dignity and grace, and now you go, oh god.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you
No,
talk to a
but-
person that could do like something with it, anything, and then you talk to the person that has the responsibility.
Mhm.
You don't tell the person who hates undead with a fiery passion.
And don't tell the demon.
Yep, don't tell the fighting demon.
Definitely don't tell the demon. Please do not
Definitely
tell
not.
the demon.
Don't tell the demon.
Especially the one that likes to fight.
Things would not go well.
I mean, at least
Demon
Hawk's
gets-
not stupid enough to attack it once he knows the full information.
Look, to be fair, Valia
Maybe.
did kind of volunteer Bison to be captain. She has some trust in him.
I volunteered this man
That-
as tribute.
That was her mistake.
Valia's like, I could have had those outfits.
It would have looked better on me.
Have you read through the hell that is this staff?
Trying to.
It's a lot.
Yeah. What? It's like almost an entire full page.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a little over halfway through it. It's just trying to keep on track while listening to everything else.
No, yeah, that's how I was.
But-
It took me a bit.
They like to use their fancy words. They could have definitely.
So I'm assuming
I'll give some gravitas to it.
the second thing is a worry.
No, I personally feel the last thing is the biggest worry.
The last thing
second
was gave me a reaction.
yeah.
Okay.
The second thing you would probably understand that you don't live as long as he has throwing that kind of power around,
Mm-hmm.
being that stupid.
I also enjoy how everyone just keeps thinking we're all idiots. So we're just like, no, we're ignorant.
Yeah, we just don't know
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
That's good.
we're still babies. Level 6. Level 6.
But
Yep.
everybody else,
We
oh,
are
how do you
very
not know
ignorant
this?
world.
What are you,
Like
idiots?
Hawk grew up in a fucking village.
Ollie was a
Mhm.
bandit.
My character has a little bit more information about the world, but
Oz was a
still,
mercenary in his like own area, though.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
exactly
Hog was
correct.
also a mercenary in a set area.
Yeah.
And then there's Cabbage, whose player
then there's
doesn't even know what's going on.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I just
Well.
show up.
I knew he was hiding some things, but I didn't know our new friend was on that level.
It's a little concerning. Well, very concerning. Although, what I find the most concerning is how he referred to the queen to be, inferring that the dragons were that someone was on someone's territory. That part I couldn't really tell whose and who was on whose, but I'm starting to think that the queen to be may not be. Uh, do I know if what race was she supposedly?
As far as you can tell, human. And all
Yeah.
the pictures,
Okay, I couldn't remember that part if I knew.
yep, they were both human.
It's starting to wonder if she's even human.
It's quite possible she's not. There's definitely something odd about this town and the way they're acting.
There's a rival dragon.
Imagine.
They're acting weird in the town.
That's
There's
what
no
I'm
doubt
thinking.
about it, but it sounds more like they're acting out of just ignorance. If it just feels like they have false information.
Yes.
Feel like we've learned a lot and even less at the same time now.
Well, if nothing else, we've learned that we have a powerful, not quite ally, not quite enemy.
He knows a lot more than he's saying, but he seems unwilling to say.
I think at this point we're really just pawns to help him further his own needs, but he doesn't seem to be of ill intent, so
If he's not working against us yet, works for me right now.
let's
But
go let's go get with the others. We should probably make a new plan of action.
yeah, needless to say, I don't know how much information was shared with them, but there's probably some things we should keep to ourselves.
Yes, particularly about that artifact. Let's
Yeah,
definitely keep that from the. Well, I don't think we need to talk about that. Let's head downstairs.
while
Below
a
deck.
concern, it doesn't seem to be our primary one right now. So we head downstairs.
Yeah.
And
And I'm
adding to the
still
crew
like
quarters.
trying to explain to the other two like what is the situation.
Cyberax, what exactly
You see
in
Hog
particular
very
would you
annoyed
like
and missing his
described?
weaponry.
Yeah.
Smart man.
So yeah, that's about like the level we're dealing with. You wanna not jump into things too hastily.
See, even I know when to not fight, and that's
I
something
don't
you don't
believe you.
fight.
I actually do believe you on this part.
I'm
For
glad
once, I actually
someone
believe you.
does.
I'm sorry that killed me.
I don't
You
believe
To be
you.
are a
fair,
bloodthirsty demon, but even bloodlust has its limits.
I know when I can get, destroyed in like 2 seconds. I like having fun fights. I don't like being destroyed.
Yeah, even animals know when not to attack something because it hurts.
Exactly.
Uh, that aside, I feel like it's a concern as a concern as it may be. It's not our.
It
We have
could
other things right
potentially
now.
be an opportunity, but that would take some mighty fine negotiating.
At the current moment, I feel like we have other worries.
True enough, but all right. Let's collate data for a second. What do we know about what has happened, like for certain, without any suppositions?
The only thing I know for sure is when I mentioned that the queen to be was the one to rally people to kill the dragon. He seemed unsurprised, saying something to the effect of encroaching on their territory. Although to be fair, they weren't specific on on whose territory.
Hmm.
I would have inferred hers, but based on
No,
context. But
I
the other
think.
dragon had been here longer, right?
Yeah, I seem to recall that it was multiple types of dragons that were being helpful in the creation of this town, because it doesn't seem like they were being forced into it. It's more of a joint project. So one of them stayed behind, sired young ones, and kept on a tradition of training the magic folk that were beyond the means of us two-legged folk. So yeah, I, I think that dragons are innate spellcasters. Is that what I'm getting from this?
I do believe they're magically inclined, at least.
But I,
Hmm.
As far as I can tell.
Would make
But
sense.
if dragons are no longer involved in that training anymore, I'm not sure if this new queen is a rival dragon faction.
It's
Eh,
certainly possible.
it is, but it
it is
doesn't make
possible
his
if they
wording
can like.
confuses me there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
For it to be for it to be her territory, she would have had to been here longer. No, there would have been a different dragon. Not
Well, maybe she's the one that's encroaching.
It's my thoughts.
From what it sounds like the dragon that was killed was a female dragon.
Potentially. But perhaps the young ones are the rightful heirs to this dynasty. And this usurper is trying to snuff out the lineage of the royals.
Which would make sense on why the dragons are transforming to hide. If they are, that is.
Yeah.
It made the
Throw 'em off
most
the
sense. Hiding
scent.
in plain sight is usually honestly the best way
although
to do it.
True enough.
although I'm starting to wonder if to be what they could be. They actually could be human when you think about it. Why would they need to rally other people to do so? They could just do it themselves.
I'm of that mind as well. I think it's
Maybe not human, but not as strong as a dragon at least.
yes.
Perhaps they
Perhaps
have
they're
an
trying to keep
agenda of some
something
kind.
exactly.
And this snuffing out of a lineage is more of a on a back burner almost.
Was the information about the when the previous queen died shared? I don't remember who got that
Oh, we've
information.
heard all about it, like from
Okay.
everyone.
Okay, I couldn't
You're
remember
correct.
who had that info.
Yeah, so that's 10 years ago.
Okay.
What
Or
I
when
find
the previous
interesting.
queen died? No, she
No, no,
died
no.
like
When the dragon died and when the queen like showed up.
yeah,
No,
the queen like showed up like
this is recent.
3 months ago. The
Oh,
previous queen died, from your understanding, probably about 6.
okay.
10,
But
10
there,
I think 10 years ago was when things got weird. I think that was what
yeah,
it was.
10,
Okay.
10 years ago is when things started to get weird.
Okay. I got my timeline confused.
Interesting.
Yep. Yeah, 10 years ago was when the dragon started requesting things other than knowledge and and like certain people that she liked to talk to or that they like to talk to.
You know, it's feels weird to say because of given the nature of this town, but I feel like I feel it's needed to be pointed out all the same. I feel like the queen to be might be magically inclined to lose your wife and lose your wife and then be interested in another 3 months later.
Well, I do not understand the intricacies. There we go. Sure, I'm going to say normal.
Intricacies?
Intricacies. Of the emotions of, well, most people. I do understand that that is not a common thing that is happening.
Not to mention,
So,
she was able to rally the people to kill a dragon. It seems like she's able to at least do something with emotions. At least that would be my
here's
guess.
2 interesting points that I would like to point out. Most of the schools being taught within that magic college were illusion and enchantment based,
Hmm.
both of which are spread throughout the city. Everything is glamored. You've seen it. So, if that illusion aspect was then used for more nefarious means, that could leave opportunities for a lot of things, honestly.
That gives me some worries then, because if we have a school that teaches these, and even they are being affected by something like that, then she could be a very powerful spellcaster.
Yeah,
There is a
interesting note as
possibility.
well. The offensive schools, evocation and the like,
Mm,
barely touched. Almost no one was going in them,
interesting.
which
Very.
Now,
leads me to believe that this that particular school is not being funneled through public channels. If anything, that would be more on the sly, underground training, or maybe even personal training of a variety.
with that
Because
said,
something like this city would be a prime target for, well, more nefarious gangs and the like to be attacking it. Unless the guards are decked to the nines at all times, which I hardly doubt, and trained with the utmost care, then you're going to need some serious spellcasters to defend this city.
with that in mind, and the thought of encroaching territory being in that conversation, what if she's a rival lich?
Now, that is interesting.
Interesting. If that is the case, though, then we may not be in the best shape to be fighting this.
Wait,
Well, hold
there are
on. This
no
is still a lot of
churches around
supposition.
the city.
Oh, no, there are not. I noticed that as well.
Definitely not.
Hmm.
This is more of a magic learning place, more of the sciences than the holy stuff, which is interesting because that means unless you got something up your sleeve, then if one of us goes down, they're staying down.
Has there
I
been any sign of any sort of religion in the city?
I
It's
noticed some
Descendant?
basic stuff like
it's
Bahamut,
scant.
but it was light worship at best.
It's not serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if she's been around for if the queen to be how long they've been around. If things changed 10 years ago, but things didn't get weird with everything else until 6 months.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
it-
when you're unknown, it's pretty easy to pass under the radar.
True.
sure, but why wait 10 years?
If you're able to
Planning.
if you're able to
Hmm.
make the if you're able to make the king fall for you in such a short amount of time,
Maybe she had to build her power. Maybe she was weakened.
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
You said
one second.
the our
When did-
rich person,
Hmm?
the one that
Wait,
is
wait, Neil.
Oh,
currently.
no, hold on.
What?
when did this queen come about? Was she 6 months ago or 10 years ago?
6
10
months.
years ago was when the dragons started
Oh, no.
requesting weird things.
10 years. Yes, 10 years was when the dragon started requesting strange things.
6 months was when the previous queen died, and
Yes.
3 months
3
ago
months
was
ago
when
is when
The new
was
queen
when
appeared.
the
Hmm.
new
Okay.
she
queen,
rallied
when
everyone.
the king
okay.
met the new queen.
Right.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I had that right in my head. Okay. Cool.
So it's been 3 months that he wants to marry her.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Mhm.
way too fast.
Yep.
Might be some charm magic of some kind.
It would that's what I'm thinking. It would imply why she was able to rally people to kill something that was an ally.
Mm,
Hmm.
But now that
We're
makes me
that's maybe
wonder,
when
though.
the dragon originally started requesting strange things.
We're starting to edge into the theory crafting area of things.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not
Mm.
good.
So we
Yeah.
still need more information if we're gonna get the puzzle pieces in the right order.
I think we need the other side. We need to find the kids.
True enough.
Easier said than done. We don't even know where
I
to
feel
start.
like those.
Well,
I feel like those kids
But-
might be Wait, hold on. Did Groshan relay the information that they were in a cave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He told you everything.
And
I don't-
didn't
wait,
Neil's
did
character
he
get like
tell-
information about the forest and the cave there?
It was a
I
different
got
cave we
information
though.
to go to
Okay.
other adventurers for that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gotcha.
You got information like they're in like a small like offshoot cave.
Yeah, we got the
he-
information of where the original
forg-
dragon was.
I forgot
Okay.
though. Did
Gotcha.
Krishan say that to everybody, or did he just say it to me?
right.
I think he said so. We're just gonna assume.
Okay.
Okay.
Either that or you told the rest of us.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember
Okay.
what information has been shared and what
Yeah,
hasn't.
We'll just
yeah.
say
That's what I'm trying to
it gets
remember
pretty
too.
weird.
That's why I said wait.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. It's a
Hmm.
hunch, but we might already have a lead.
If we could just get out those books. Wait, what is he doing with the books again?
He said he said correcting. He said someone edited them.
See,
Interesting.
I had a sneaking suspicion that there was some funny business going on with the information in this town. It seemed like no one has any direct contact with anything draconic.
I have a potentially dumb idea.
Do share.
The Grishon said the cave was warded, right?
Yeah.
Why not trip it?
I mean, we can bypass it completely if I'm being honest. Like, it's in my purview to do such a thing.
Well,
No, I mean, I don't disagree that it would be helpful, but depending on what it does, if it just alerts them and we just want to talk,
Well, let's make sure it just does that. Doesn't like try to blow our faces off.
Yeah, you can check what it does.
so
Yeah.
let's go.
Trip it safely.
Let's go find this cave and find these kids and start asking questions.
All right. First
Well,
things first.
slow down there, buddy.
Hold on. Yeah, first things first. We need to get some food in us. Who's hungry?
surprisingly, yeah.
I could
Alright.
eat.
I'm always hungry. Let's do this.
Fine, I'll
May
eat.
I make a request of y'all? Oh, sorry, I was copying the
Wow.
newest caster. May I perchance ask you a small favor?
All
Oh,
right.
that be.
Go on.
Can you please so kindly remove Miss Cabbage from my egg?
She
Hey.
did what now?
Excuse me.
Jeez,
What?
where?
I guess I should show you, being as this is your ship. Follow me. And he starts walking towards the storage.
I follow.
Yep, following.
Mm-hmm.
Also hanging back a bit.
Nissan is the first one to go.
Yeah, I'm second through the door.
Okay, everyone's following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, he walks over in one of the corners and goes, "Oh shoot, sorry, I forgot to make it invisible." And he snaps his fingers,
Mm.
and you see Cabbage asleep, and she is curled around what is essentially a prismatic egg that is probably about the size of like a I don't know, like a 8-year-old, like it would be an egg for like what would be considered a small creature.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
that's a big egg.
Yes, and it has a rainbow color to it.
That's a big egg.
Go on, I'll try her off. I ain't got the strength for this.
Well, here's the issue. It's cold here, and I don't know what to. Honestly, I don't know what to do about it.
I mean, we can set up in the workshop, but I don't know.
Can we just not leave her right here?
TM question.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know, or do I have an inkling if lesser restoration might help?
Maybe, not in this instance. We're just gonna say no. because
so
as
I know.
as you guys are kind of discussing this, the egg begins to shake
Cabin is a
question.
mother.
Oh,
and
I know
crack.
what this is
Question.
about. Oh,
Okay, you
God
said this
damn
was
it.
yours, right? So
Yeah,
we need
what
to-
is that egg?
What is
Well,
happening?
and as it breaks apart, you see a small prismatic dragon.
It's baby dragon. You.
Oh
Baby
my
dragon.
god. Oh my
And
god.
Yeah.
You did
and,
not just
and
say what I thought
everyone,
you said.
yep. And as you watch, and anyone that speaks Draconic would understand this, it lets out a term as it cuddles next to Cabbage and says, "Mother." And that is where we're going to leave it.
Pause.
I was asking one more question.
Oh my god.
Quick question though: would Hawk have seen the staff?
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's holding the staff.
Okay, can I make a roll for
Okay.
that?
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
No, can we just say this out loud now?
Yeah,
Be
you say
his-
what
Get
it
this
is.
out of character.
Go for it.
Would it be history or religion?
No,
Let's
it's
do
not
it.
telling you what this thing is.
This would be well.
I was about to say, what are we
Either.
rolling for this?
If you're proficient in religion, you can.
I have
Religion
advantage in religion.
If you're proficient in either history or religion, you can roll for it.
History.
Not
Oh,
you-
proficient in
you would
history.
have
Here we
no
go.
idea what this is.
Oh, natural 17 plus 5.
Okay.
Natural 17 plus 6.
Let's
Good.
go!
You both know that this is the staff of the Forgotten One.
Hey,
Okay.
we finally picked up on it.
Time to look at what
You
this
guys would have
is.
to- I'm not. This is bad.
This is
I'm
bad.
sure it's
Bears.
terrible.
You said staff of the forgotten?
Oh man.
Oh, that is a lot of text. Oh,
But that is
Oh, the
not what you
Forgotten
should
One.
be really concerned about because I just gave Cabbage a nuke.
Yeah, you did.
yeah, you did.
Prismatic dragon, huh?
To be specific,
Remind me.
it's
Remind
flavor
me.
text.
Which
She's-
dragon coloration was this again?
Prismatic.
You.
Prism.
Why?
I was wondering why you had been talking with her about giving her a dragon, and now I know.
I saw the Ranger artifact. I'm like, I bet you anything Wendy would love this. And we're honestly in like a situation where it'd be very easy to give her a pet dragon.
I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out.
Oh, she doesn't
Like
have a dragon.
to be fair, like if to anyone curious, like I'm switching her over just because I keep forgetting about the whole psychic damage thing. And this is a much more straightforward. There's an Unearthed Arcana one that is essentially a ranger that has a pet dragon.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
Yeah,
essentially,
I figured
all
that's
that
where
will
this is
happen.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now she will have a pet dragon and she will know and speak Draconic.
Sick.
Everything else will just be.
I would
basic
like
ranger
you to
stuff.
all look at the
Another
challenge rating
draconic
for this
speaker
thing.
now.
I can't find it. Where's the challenge rating saying?
It's gonna be under the.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
extreme
Okay, I found it.
statistics.
Now understand, usually the baby is usually considered a huge creature. This is a freshly hatched one.
Great worm, challenge rating of fucking 66.
Also, I just
This
love the
thing-
fact that, like, Cabbage's character is
Oh.
developing as we go along. It's so good.
As a teenager, this thing can destroy the Tarask.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. I love this.
It is a dragon. It does age very, very, very slowly.
True enough, but yeah, this dragon is the dragon of dragons, essentially.
Yes.
Yes, it's
It's
Yeah.
the
Nice.
pinnacle of the species.
And as you can probably guess,
beyond Bahamut.
this is why a dragon would stick around to discuss with people. These things are very much.
Something I've learned over the years, and I actually learned this from RuneScape. Something can be god tier without being divine.
Oh, I'm more.
I
Yeah,
see.
this is one of those instances.
Mm-hmm.
This actually probably surpasses a couple of gods.
This thing is goddamn terrifying.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And we gave the derp it.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't even know she has. I
Oh.
just said, "Hey, do you want to be a mommy to a dragon?"
Oh.
She's like, "Yes."
Oh, I'm
Oh, I
clicking
should
my
probably,
boots
I
over
should
here.
probably show you the damage side of things, shouldn't I?
Oh
Probably.
yeah.
I would love to know the numbers for that while I'm reading about the staff still.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yo, this staff is insane.
Yup. Like I said, he mainly has it because of that very first part of double proficiency in history and arcana. But
You sure for not destroying the staff? Cause
Mhm.
You don't want to destroy it.
don't
Hey,
out of this
hey,
boat.
DC, hey,
Not on this
100
continent.
my god, the forgotten
Even
one.
making your save, you're dead. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
I
I have to
couldn't
make-
survive that.
I
No
have to
one
make a
could.
very good question.
Word.
When they both figured this out, did either of you make any noticeable signs?
Hawk would have
And keep in mind when I say that, I want to make sure I have the right number before I.
What
say
kind of
shit.
constitution saves you need to make?
Keep in mind I have a passive insight of 18.
I don't honestly think Huck could keep this in, knowing that because this
Yeah,
is the rich staff
He
of
would just
staff.
soil himself.
yeah, Hawk
Also,
would just be like in disbelief that he's actually.
also
that's
Hawk
I
doesn't
don't
have
I don't
his
think it
weapon on
matters
him.
how much you hate. Like there's so much level
Yeah.
of fear.
Yeah,
Like-
how he would
like-
he would be
By the
frozen
way,
in fear.
if you
Like
guys were curious, the check I made you was to see how much you can see behind his thin veneer of lies that he's
Yeah.
hey,
actually
Hawk
terrified
almost
beyond
got
his
through
mind.
it.
Yeah, you almost
Yeah.
did, but yeah, it was just like he put on a mask immediately.
Right.
Yeah.
Nissan might be like interesting.
Yeah,
Hawk would be
Nissan
like,
was very
I need
curious.
that stuff needs to go, but I can't touch it. I don't want
Yeah,
to touch it. but-
Hawk knows it's bad. It needs to be out of here, but he can't do shit about it.
Nissan
So I
is
imagine
curious
there's,
yet
like-
interested.
The interesting thing to me, it's like you could make an argument against me if I'm wrong, but like in your opinion, but it's like if being frozen in fear is a reaction. It's very much so like the sudden like stopping of moving.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's a
Hawk
willful
would
stun.
immediately kind of seize up like holy
Yeah,
shit.
you you have been stunned.
Nissan just grins.
Because he's an idiot.
Because that completely dictates what Bison does next session.
Man,
You
for a
might
session
want to
that
make a
was
note of that one.
essentially a
Then.
Yeah, take
shopping
note then.
episode,
Oh,
this
it
had a
didn't. I
lot
already
of
have
stuff
it
in it.
noted.
Cool.
Yeah, I told you. This is why Cabbage not being there kind of helped me. I'm like, I can
Uh.
just make a cuddle with an egg.
She wanted to
Oof.
be here. She was so.
I
She
know.
was so against like skipping there. Like you
prismatic
need,
breath.
if you have other stuff to do, you need.
Yeah,
To,
that's the thing.
you need.
Real life comes
I'm-
first.
I'm glad Wendy's enjoying it though.
Yeah, I'm
Hmm?
glad she is too.
And that's one of the main reasons. I want her to be able to have fun, but I don't want her to have something that's so complicated.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
this
like,
is very much like
there's a lot of technical stuff out there in the
True.
Yeah, she started
Yeah.
with Druid, which is one of the most.
yeah,
Oh,
Druid
Yeah.
is like
I feel so bad about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Druid has so much. I'm like,
Right.
Ranger
No.
kind of lets you get your feet wet, but there's still like a lot to manage there. And with
Yeah.
this, it's like, okay, you have a pet dragon, cool.
Honestly, probably the easiest class to do would probably be like champion fighter.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's just straightforward. Hey,
Yeah.
I hit things.
I hit things, I hit them good.
Hit things, I do the damage.
Ranger is still pretty straightforward though.
Yeah, Ranger's
Yeah, to a
fairly
point.
straightforward in this, in the sense that like the only things we have to remember, and this is on me, is just remembering what her advantages are against, because it's humanoids and plants.
Interesting choices.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Part that under.
you look-
All right, plants is kind of a weird one.
Does she have a favorite terrain? And is it Panties?
Yes.
I hope.
It's
I
actually the
really
bedroom.
hope.
I see. I see where it's under. Wait, what did you say it was? Plants and bedroom?
I thought it was plants and humanoids.
No, it is plants and primordials.
Primordial.
Primordials.
I'm looking at it right now. It's under features and traits, favorite enemy.
Okay. Well, I think we're gonna sign off here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
BRB. All right, chat. My God. We have a prismatic dragon now. Also, a lich is on our team, and they have the staff of the Forgotten One. So that's cool. we're we're a very dangerous group now to us and each other, to each other and the world. Because not only do we have a bloodthirsty demon, but we have a world-killing lich. Well, the possibility to end a world. Prismatic dragon with a rating of 60 something. Yeah. Oh, we also have vessel. So, yeah, this is oh boy. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Soto Entertainment, so you can see this stream and many others like this. Also, follow my Twitter, which is at Soto Entertain M1, so you can see when I'm going live and all that fun and excitement. Also, next week is going to be very busy. I will go over more details on Monday. But yeah. Tomorrow there is no stream. I know I haven't been like tweeting out when there's no stream. I apologize. Time has been getting away from me. I've been doing some things. But yeah. Next week, crazy. More details on Monday. No stream tomorrow. Love you all very much. And let's see who we want to raid, yeah? Let's see. You know what? This person is streaming Destiny 2, so let's raid them. Person's name is Angelica. Angelica FTW. For the win. So, of course, y'all know how this works. Stay in chat if you want to join the raid. I mean, it's just me, but, you know. It'll be good to spread some love. Anyway. Love y'all very much, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.